573 or 572-0215. REV-UP, St. Lucia, the alpha of radio.
Harddrive brought to you the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we truly care. During life's most difficult moments, we want you to know you are not alone.
At Ram Bally's, we are dedicated to providing dignity, compassion, and comfort when you need it the most.
Our caring team is here to walk with you every step of the way, whether it's in planning a gentle farewell or celebrating the beautiful life of your loved one.
We understand how precious they are, and we promise to honor their memory with the utmost respect and love.
Let us help you find peace and solace during this challenging time.
Please reach out to us at
758-452-2021, Castries, or 758-454-9239, Latuni, Viewfort, or visit us at ramballysfuneral.com.
We're here for you, ready to listen, support,
and serve with heartfelt compassion. You can lean on us.
At Ram Bally's,
we care.
Hello there, good morning, good afternoon, good night to our listeners and to our viewers in St. Lucia and across the globe, especially those of you on Facebook, on YouTube, on X, and also on DBS Television. Welcome to Harddrive for today, Monday, the 12th of January. My name is Andre Paul, and the co-hosts of the show to my immediate left, we have none other than the lovely Lady J. Lady J, good morning to you.
Good morning, Andre. Good morning, listeners, wherever you are. Good morning.
And let's say good morning to the beautiful Keena. Keena, good morning.
Good morning, Andre Paul. How are you doing? And good morning to our amazing listeners, our viewers viewing on DBS, X, and YouTube. It's great that you decide every single day to choose REV-UP St. Lucia.
Indeed.
Thank you so much.
Indeed. And you know, folks, sometimes I'm honored with the presence of Keena very early in the morning. She comes there, probably here maybe about maybe 20 minutes to 10, somewhere around there. So she gets an opportunity to kind of, listen to my antics.
Yes.
And she has a good laugh, man. She has a good laugh. Nice to see you enjoying my kind of freaky jokes.
Yeah, it's good. It actually lightens up my day. On the way and when I get in here. Not only that, I get to hear the banter between you and the listeners, and it always puts a smile on my face. Some things you say is sucking our blood, man. So many things. Oh gosh.
Yes. And the callers. In fact, no. Before I make that comment, I just find I listen to a lot of talk shows, right? And they're just so serious.
Oh, so you have this light.
They don't give a little joke in between and so on. Everybody's so serious.
Yeah.
Okay, well, nice to see both of you looking beautiful, both of you, as always.
Thank you, Andre. As well.
Thank you. How's our friend Snow doing?
Oh my gosh. Sometimes our pets surprise us in ways that we never ever noticed. So yesterday, I changed my curtains in the bedroom. I went darker because I really wanted to sleep and I didn't want any light in. Snow she slept for the most part during the day. So when she got up, it was maybe about after 9 or something.
Snow is a vampire, man.
She loves to sleep, by the way. She loves, I think, a dog no, I'm trying to come up with a name, but I can't think of one yet. But when I do, maybe a dog via. What? I'm making up a name.
Okay.
So, I don't think she was aware that the room was dark because she was sleeping. And when she got up, I was already asleep by then. So there she is whimpering and crying, because I think she's trying to look for me at that point. And it's dark, and I'm hearing her whimper, I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd. Poor dog, I'm like, Snow, I'm right here. Mommy's right here. And I'm tapping the bed, and she came and I had to comfort her. Listen, that dog was terrified of the dark. That's the first time.
You serious, huh?
Yes, that's the first time. So I had to get a bedside light and plug it in and turn it on, and she was right.
I don't know what is it about the house or the darkness or whatever that the children are petrified. My little daughter Nairobi, boy. What
Not
you
all
see?
kids,
Well,
not
well,
all
okay,
kids.
well, thank God, maybe you don't have that. We see my little daughter know. Oh gosh,
I was that way. I actually
What?
got out of it just recently, like a few months ago. I started getting out of it.
Really?
I'm terrified of the dark, man.
My
Wow.
daughter
And
wasn't.
I always
but the
had
kids
a
are.
light.
But what causes
somewhere.
that? What is it about the dark that so petrifies us? What's the
When I
story?
was
Do you think?
growing up, my brothers always used to come with bed sheets covered
Right.
and come
Well,
into the
that-
bedroom and try to scare me.
Yeah, but
Or maybe when you go camping, somebody's always like messing around, doing something.
so that was done in the dark.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Imagine you're sleeping and you see this white thing coming up to you. Like, what? No.
So
No.
I guess so.
Plus the stories you heard when you were a child as well.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, I guess so.
All of that
What?
terrified me.
Man, listen, Nairobi wouldn't go into the restroom if I had to go inside there with her, and I have to stand there. I have to stand. I can't
Wait,
leave.
so if the light is on before she gets
They could
in
have
there,
a
she's
million
still-
lights on.
Oh, so it's just people she wants around her. But there's a difference.
What?
I don't think it's just people. Maybe something. Because even with
Lonely,
the...
because nothing is there.
With the washroom as well, I was terrified of going to the washroom for a while. I always thought something would come up through the toilet bowl.
Really?
Yeah,
true,
I
you get
always, we're all different.
Yeah, yeah.
And some things happen because, you just never know. Maybe a cockroach or something or something. I don't know. I've always been. So I always, even now, when I go to use the washroom, I always have to double check. Is there something there?
I know.
I'm never
exactly
worried
what
about
you
that.
mean.
I'm just
you
worried
just
about the
never
toilet
know.
bowl in itself.
No, the toilet bowl is
What
for
about the
me.
toilet bowl? What about
Being
it?
Something could
clean.
come up from it. So I'm
Oh.
always making sure.
You
I
mean
look
like
first.
like what?
A frog, anything. It's coming through the septic and come up. So I'm always particular. Make sure the light is on. Make sure I look first. That's the only thing. I wouldn't say I'm afraid, but I'm careful. She made me laugh.
No, that's not funny. That one is funny. That one is funny. That one is funny for true. What?
Now, you know you like your antidotes and so on, right?
Yeah.
No, this is serious. My girlfriend in Antigua, Dulcie, let me say good morning to Dulcie. I mean, I don't know if she's listening, but somebody might tell her. She's an ex-carnival queen in Antigua as well, Dulcie Luby Joseph. She had that sort of experience. So I'm not the only one.
So
I mean,
what-
I never
what,
saw
a,
it.
A frog came up into the bowl or something?
She was about to sit and she thought she saw something, and when she looked, it was a frog that was in the bowl.
Listen, ain't no way.
I'm serious in Antigua. Yeah. So that even enlightened me to double check because before I would just look and, go ahead. But when she told me that a few years ago, hell no, I'm
You should-
looking.
So you
I
see-
think
so you
it's
see?
important to look because even recently, I found a mole cricket in my place, right? And there was one in the toilet bowl as well. So
Exactly.
if I wasn't checking, just imagine.
So
I don't
so
even want
Lady
to
J.
visualize that.
So Lady J, you see what Keena was saying? It's something that
It's something.
That happened.
Yeah, that happens.
and that will cause you now to get. Let me say, my sister Dawn would be out liming. She has no problem liming. Back in the day, the minute she enters the house, she's scared. She's out liming where it's dangerous outside.
No, but
there.
she's with other people. She's with friends.
No,
and
but we home.
No, but you're in
No,
the
but
house.
it's-
That's where you.
Everybody,
That's where you
the house
probably were
packed
born
up
or
with people.
whatever.
Yeah, but is it dark when she enters the
Of
house?
course it's dark.
Exactly. So maybe that's why.
I put on
She has
every
to maybe
single
try to.
light.
You ever asked her why?
Maybe
you should.
no,
It's a good
no.
time.
Maybe you
But it's
should
just
explain
interesting
better.
that when she entered the house, that's when she just panicked.
Yeah, because it's dark and she's maybe trying to find a way around. But you should find out.
But she puts on the light. She puts the light on, and then between
Some people are afraid
between
of
putting the
homes.
light on and get into a room or
To a room,
something.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Some people
What?
are afraid of homes.
Something
for sure.
must have happened.
So
or
you're
maybe
right,
she-
Keena.
yeah,
It's
you never
something,
know.
some experience,
Yeah.
and maybe it just left you traumatized without you even
Sometimes she
realizing.
might not even know exactly what it is or remember. It
Yeah.
happened so young that she just maybe. You
Boy,
should find out.
Nairobi man, she must see some kind of light. And if you see she's sitting on that, maybe she's doing number one or whatever. I have to literally stand there. She will not allow me to leave.
Out of the
And
party.
if I
Are you
step aside,
standing in?
right, to allow her little privacy, where you?
Oh, you have to make sure.
Yeah, where
She'll
you?
grow out of that, you know, Andre.
She'll grow out of
Hopefully.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a terrifying
You only
experience
go
as
out
a
of
child.
it. You only.
No, I don't have a problem with that. I don't.
I haven't really
no,
grown
I
out of
don't.
it, and I don't think I ever will.
No,
Yeah.
Because I
I'm not
still
afraid.
do it, even
No.
as an adult. I still go and double check because I really do not want anything in there. Because listen, I ain't getting no heart attack in there for nothing.
Well,
Yes,
I
yes,
agree
yes.
with
No,
that.
man, I need to
agree
check.
with that.
Well, there was one night I was home. I was in my living room, and a bat came flying inside the house.
I would.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I was hoping it'll leave.
It didn't?
But how I just
I
going
would leave. I
round
would
and
not stay.
around and
There's
around.
no
So what
way.
you
With
eventually
the hour,
what you did?
I had to deal with it.
Get rid of it, of course.
Yeah, I had to deal with it.
I'm terrified of insects, yo.
I'm not afraid of cockroaches, but if one
can't
is
stand them.
flying,
My
I've got to get
word.
it. I will not
Can't
get
stand them.
comfortable until I get rid of that flying cockroach. But I'm not afraid.
I'm
of them.
out the door.
Yeah.
No, I'm
if
not
I
afraid of
if I with the rare occasions I see some kind of rat in my house or something, I feel so uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing that thing is there.
Yes.
Actually, speaking of cockroaches, right? They're now saying, scientists are now putting out there that cockroaches are kind of like iffy when humans touch them. They actually go
Touch?
wash. Yeah. If a human touches them, they actually go wash themselves clean. And I'm thinking, there we are. Like, ew, cockroach. No, we're all, cockroaches are like, no. A human. Oh my God, just touch
Wow,
me.
imagine
and
that.
they go clean up.
Imagine
Every
that.
time.
The only time I touch
I
one-
hope when I touch it and I kill it, so
Yeah,
it doesn't
that's
have
what I was
time
about
to
saying.
wash.
I was just about saying that. The only time I touch one is with my slipper.
Exactly.
I touch you.
What happens
Yeah.
after that and they're still alive? They go clean up after.
Oh, wow.
But you know,
Interesting.
we're talking
Yes.
about that. I think there are probably, hundreds or maybe thousands of people in St. Lucia who are listening and overseas who are just going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Petrified of the dark,
Petrified
man.
of the
What?
dark,
What?
yeah.
That is something else. Something else. All right. Okay. So, how did we get there, Moji? How do we start talking about that? I'm trying to remember the beginning of that,
can't
that
even
conversation.
remember.
But the weekend.
The weekend, I
That's
think.
how you started. and you
Anyway,
just
so
went
how
in
was
there.
how
Oh,
was?
snow.
Oh yes,
Snow.
That's
Right.
snow,
Being afraid
yeah.
of the dark.
Yes.
Yes.
But you know, I must say, boy, snow is no, and I mean that in a very, very good way. Snow is very fortunate to have a home where
And somebody who loves.
she's getting love.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
and I say that for as well for the children who are in homes, environments where they get love, and of course discipline.
Yes,
you know, love and
yes.
Well,
discipline.
love and I mean, we always have to say that feel love because parents will always say, "I love my children," but do they feel
Do
it?
they feel
Yes.
it? And I have to
Yes.
agree with Janice, what she said as well. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
definitely.
for those children who are very, very fortunate to have a home where you have honest parents, that's a blessing, man. A blessing. Parents who are honest, right? Parents who discipline, not abuse. I'm not talking about
Discipline
abuse.
with love.
With love, you know. And they don't, children are not being abused at their homes and afraid to go home, want to stay by the square instead of going home because mother and father always fighting and things. These are very fortunate children,
Or at
boy.
the neighbor's home more often than your own
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
Yes, yes.
Wow.
home. Yeah.
Okay, so how was the weekend for both of you? It was all right?
My weekend was pretty good, actually.
Oh, I
Okay.
had a good weekend too, Andre. Would you believe I took my mom? My mom was invited to an elderly. I have the flyer there. Let's see. My mom was invited to an elderly luncheon at the Grosley Human Resource Development Center,
Okay.
and so I went. And it's put on by the Grosley Constituency Council. It's an annual elderly lunch, right? And Andre, the food was
I was just about
top
asking you.
notch. Oh my goodness. Andre, the food was really good. There was ham, there was chicken, there was fish. What else they had? Pork. You could have the barbecue one, I think, or just the stewed one. Or was it baked? I can't remember. But you had choices. And, of course, rice and salad and the grand provisions as well as potato salad. A host. You
Okay.
had choices. Andre, I mean, even if it is once a year, but it's an opportunity for these elderlies to come out
Yeah.
and, socialize or whether they just sit and eat, But I was sitting next to my mom. She didn't say much, but people were talking to her. Andre, there were people they were very old people, yes, and there were also people like myself who brought their
Their parents.
and so on. But it was a really nice atmosphere. You know, there was music that if you wanted to after lunch and dessert, Andre, you came to mind because there was ice cream. So as soon as they said ice cream, I'm like, Andre would have loved that. It came to mind. And cake. Well, I'm not fussy about chocolate cake, so I did not eat the chocolate cake. But then I found out that there was plain cake, so I went to ask for plain cake, and I took it home. I didn't eat it there. I took it home because I'd eaten so much from the food, the ham and whatever. I'd eaten all of that. I sampled. So I didn't have enough space, but then I didn't want to say no to the cake, so I took that home. But it was really good, Andre. Like I said, you could stay back and dance. The DJ was playing music and so on. So I guess if I live...
What kind of music was he playing?
All kinds of music, including lots of
Old school?
country.
Country.
Of
Yeah,
course.
old school.
Yeah.
Old school for sure. You're right. Old school. I didn't hear anything new, but old school, I guess it was the theme. I mean, there was no theme, but we understand it's the elderly. So let the elderly enjoy. And there were some people who stood up. Before lunch, there were people who stood up and were enjoying the atmosphere. And people who, after lunch, were dancing. Well, you know, my mom can't do that. So she was bobbing her head and so on.
You said she's 90, how much?
She's 93. It's not that she can't dance, but because of bone on bone with the knee.
Yes.
So she was bobbing her head and so on. And when we were driving home, she says to me, the music was really good, Jan. I wanted to dance. I said, Mom, but you could dance in your seat. But how I dance with my foot? This is me sitting down on her chair in her room and showing her, Mom, dance. Lift up your arms in the air. Oh, I said, okay, so next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, that's the thing. Up to yesterday, I was up in the Rockwell area there, and I saw a lady. She's in her, I think, late 70s, somewhere around there, and she told me she doesn't go out anymore because of her problems with her knees, the usual old people issues and so on. So she says,
Andre, that's not old people issues, huh, Andre? There are young people that have knee problems, you know, Andre.
Well, I mean,
but if you're talking about
predominantly,
bone on bone,
yeah, predominantly.
maybe.
I mean, predominantly, you get those issues with old people. Even the Bible tells you the strength of youth, the strength of youth, and the wisdom of the aged.
Yes.
So we all have our place. So young people are strong. I mean, when I go to the gym sometimes and I see some of these young people on the treadmill, I can't do what people doing that. I cannot do
takes
that.
time.
Your time has come and gone.
And once upon a time,
Yes,
I was
you
doing
were
it.
able to
I
do
say,
it.
oh boy,
Andre,
what?
you could still do it. Trust me. It takes time. Every day you do 5 minutes until you get to 30 minutes. You'll
I
be
can do it,
surprised.
but when I get home, my waist hurting me.
I was waiting for you to say something on that song. You did.
But just before
So
we
that's
continue,
something as well.
before we continue, let me just ask you all something. Most of you, Lady J, this thing about at the age that we consider to be old, right?
And that's what age for you?
Well, not me. The state says it's
Okay,
65.
65.
Yeah, 65. Right. So how do you feel about that? I know we're up there. You know.
I think that's like when my mom and dad were that age. I mean, I'm looking back at my mom. My dad died at 74. Andre, to me, I'm thinking back when he was in his 60s, and to me, he looked older than how I'm looking at the people of today. You understand what I'm saying? Even if this year is going to be
You said he looked
17
older
years.
than the people
at
of
60,
today?
60 something, he looked older than persons that are 60 something today in 2025,
Oh,
2026.
okay. I get what you're
That's
saying.
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't know if it is because of the different work that they did, how hard, or if again, well, my dad didn't like skinny, okay? My dad didn't like skinny. My dad always said, I want meat on the body.
Meaning
So-
what? His lady or himself?
His lady and himself.
Okay.
He was skinny then, but because I saw pictures when my parents got married and so on. And my dad was very, very small when he was seconded to St. Lucia from the Barbados Defense Force, because that's how he got to St. Lucia at the age of 18, straight from college, went to the Defense Force, did his training, and he and I don't know, 6 or 10 of them were seconded to St. Lucia back then. After some time, he met my mom, right? And so when I look at that, I don't know how Keena looks at it, but I think that persons now, and maybe it's because we do take more care of ourselves, or we have more, people go and work on their, they go under the belt, work on their bodies. They want more hips, they want a smaller waist, they want their breasts no longer stand up, so they go and get breast
Augmentation.
Right? And of course, we can do lots of things with our faces and so on, take out the wrinkles and whatever, what have you. Even doing it with our hands, take out the wrinkles, the this, the that. So I don't know if it is that, but when I think back and I really check my dad, even if he looked good, he did look good because, I'm just saying that I thought he looked older than his age.
So do you think, both of you, most for you, I think Keena has a ways to go. Do you think that the classification of being old at 65 should be changed? Instead of 65, maybe 75, maybe? I don't know.
I don't know, Andre. I can't answer that because some 65-year-olds look good and some, when you walk around and the person tells you their age, you think, wow, you look really good. And other people, you really look your age. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I don't know. And I don't want to say reach 70 and, the government can't really afford, even if it would be great to be able to have people. Because in the States and other countries, people in the 80s, even in the 90s, are still working, even if they're just packing bags. But at the end of the month, you've got a salary.
Yeah, there's some people who actually come out of retirement because sometimes things are so rough, so hard with them. And that we can maybe segue, although we have some in-house chores to take care of, we can segue into this whole issue of taxing people who have retired. And, if you get a job and you're making extra money, especially the money may be good, because you may still have your faculties in place and you're making some good money, $3,000 a month or $4,000, depending, right? As an additional job. Do you think there's just justification, the Inland Revenue come in and taxing what you're making again? Especially if your children not even checking for you. And this thing happens a lot. I was talking about that earlier. And a lot of young people who just don't check for their parents. And when I say check, I'm talking about financially, you don't check. And also, this thing about putting parents in nursing homes, that's the thing that's getting to be another issue, although I understand some people don't really have much of a choice. But but I know for sure, you were talking about that off air, Lady J, and I know that my grandmother specifically requested of me, do not put me in a nursing home. She actually requested that of me. Now, I would never do it, that's for sure. Yeah. And I think I can say the same for you, Lady J. That
my mom said the same thing.
Oh, she did? Oh, okay.
She said that. And I'm happy she said that before anything happens to her, that she feels it, but she can't say it. And Andre, I can't say that I will never do it because I don't know how long my mom will live until. Yeah. And so if it gets to a stage where I really can't take care of her, then I'll have to bring somebody in.
Yes, of course.
But I'm speaking today, and I would not want my mom to be in a nursing home. Yeah. I really would want her, and I'm just happy that Lennox appreciates her because she lives between Barbados and St. Lucia. My sister, who lives in Barbados, my sister is older than me, just a year and a half older. So I've had her. My sister had her before. We kind of, alternate, that sort of thing.
So let's ask a younger person. Yeah, a much younger person, Keena. How
time will come.
Do you think young people are checking for their parents financially, especially when those parents are kind of quote unquote not complaining? The parents they have another job in their 70s, maybe 80s, depending, right? Do you think your generation now are really like me, for example? I said I could not wait to give my grandmother my first check. Okay, I couldn't wait to do it. I'll never forget that. And every month I got paid, I used to give her the check every month. Now she never used it, and I didn't even know that. It's how many years later she said, "Look, I was saving the money for you." I go, "What?"
Wow. Most of the people that I know in my age range, they do check for their parents.
And checking how? What do you mean?
In terms of providing for them, giving them a stipend every month.
Oh, really? You have friends like that?
Most of the people that I know, even with my mom, our family usually comes together and sends my mom and my stepdad on vacation. We do what we have to do as family members. Whoever can afford, I know there are some families, whoever can afford, if they don't have children and other responsibilities, they do take care of their mom. Their parents, rather. I do not know. I can't say the same for everyone, but I have a lot of friends of mine that do still provide for their parents.
Okay, all right. So those parents who do not have that source of support, how do you feel about the government still taxing those people? And this is what's happening in our country
well,
as we
that's
speak.
where the problem lies. But in many other countries in the world, there's a tax on earned income, whether it be the UK or the United States or so on. Many other countries in the world, there's a tax outside of that. That's earned income. So that's how the government would pay for services and provide and do what they need to do. So they will tax that. For the pensions, I don't agree with pensions being taxed. And it's a good thing that the
No,
government has
I'm not
now-
talking about pensions being taxed. I'm talking about having another job. You are 80 something.
Well, it's an
Your
earned
children, hold on.
income,
Your
Andre.
children not checking for you. Okay, they're not checking for you, and you decide to, you know something. Let me go back and work because I really can't survive like this. Okay, so say for example, you still have your skills, all your abilities, your faculties in place, and then you're making a $5,000 a month.
Well, their income would still be treated just like
No,
everyone
that's what I ask you.
else's.
That's
And
what I
that's
ask
what
you.
happens.
I'm
But
asking
that's
you.
the answer to it.
I'm
Andre.
asking you.
If it
That's
is
what it
taxed,
is. It's
if it is
earned
taxable,
income.
why can't
So-
it be taxed?
But why can't it be not taxed?
But Andre, if
As
the country says
you are taxing,
anything above
hold on.
$2,000,
You are taxing a retiree. That's what you're taxing.
I don't see it like that.
But
Andre,
taxes are
because you're
based on
working.
income,
Yes,
not age, right? That's what it
Exactly.
is.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean
So
it can't.
pensioners
But
may
that
already,
But that doesn't mean
Andre-
it can't. Listen, we got used to taxing pensions until somebody brought it up. Okay. We like to accept those
No,
things
but
like
I'm
they're
referring
normal,
to
and we
earned
like and
income,
we
not
like.
pensions.
Yeah,
I'm
Andre.
referring to
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, but the point I'm making is that it was being taxed. Who
Well, it
made
shouldn't- well-
who made noise about it? You'd be the first to say, well, you know, it's you're getting money, so you must be taxed on that. So I'm
No,
saying to you,
I'm saying
somebody
if
somebody
someone
brought
did
it
that,
brought it to
somebody
the
brought it to
attention
the
of the
attention
authorities,
of the
and it is
I'm happy
wrong.
that
It is wrong.
It's now not being taxed, but it is still if taxes are only on earned income, Andre,
Exactly.
and that's what we're trying to say.
So they must
It's
have
not
sat
by
together.
age.
Yes,
Keena. They
yes,
must have
It's-
sat
yes.
down.
It's based
but
on the
listen,
person's income.
laws can be changed.
Exactly.
Rules can be changed.
So that's
It
why
can
they're looking
be,
at it
so
in
that's why they're
2026.
looking
No,
at it.
they're not looking at that one. You're talking about the pensioners paying taxes. That's what they looked at. But as you said a while ago, you're correct. If you're making another income, you have a job, it is taxable. And I understand that, but I'm saying I don't agree with that. Not for pensioners.
But it happens in other parts of the world.
It doesn't matter. So okay, so hold a second. So because in America they have food stamps, right? They have food stamps in America. Does it mean that the same thing would apply for Haiti? Huh? Right? Each situation should be
So maybe they could lower the tax on pensioners if
leave
they have.
leave the people alone.
Well, that's what they're going to
Leave
do
the
now.
people
Well, that's
alone.
what they're going to do. But
with
Not-
that, I'm sure they're going to go back to
they
the
have
drawing
to
board
sit down
I hope
with
so.
it
exactly to
and
discuss.
come back to the pensioners.
But they will only
or,
happen
and
if
say
we
something
make noise about it. But
Well,
when,
that's exactly
when you're
why it
there
happened.
giving
Somebody
excuses
had
for
to
those
discuss
things,
it to say, let's give the
somebody,
pensioners-
us,
Well,
we have to do that.
exactly.
Yeah, well,
Somebody
well,
did it
you
first
start
hand
I'll
now.
excuse you.
You,
I'll
you
excuse
be
you.
the president. You be
You
the
heard it this
president for the
morning?
pensioners.
Oh, man.
Go ahead,
He
Andre.
was
You
really
be the
pissed.
I'll excuse
president
you.
for the
He was really
pensioners.
pissed this
But
morning.
I do agree with what the government did and removing the tax on
Yeah.
pensions. But
Correcting it.
I have to say that again we stress the point that it's earned income outside of what you're already getting,
And
and
I
that's why
second
they're
that.
doing
Yes,
it.
that's why, yes.
And that's why they're doing it, because the government still has to pay for services, and not many people who are employed and getting an income are taxed. So
Right.
somewhat they have to get it some way. It's not an age; it's based on the income.
You know,
that
if
person
there were
is getting.
if there were other benefits, for example, you have the youth economy, and young people get grants and things like that. The old people don't get those things.
And
We
I
get
agree with
nothing.
that, yeah.
There's nothing in place for old people really,
You were
except
getting it when you were younger.
we're getting what?
Wow.
Youth economy is something since
It's
the
fairly
administration
new,
came.
but
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, come on. I can't go down that road because it doesn't, I ain't getting nothing. I'm already past that age. But
No,
I'm
but you could
saying-
remember if
But
you
I'm
got- if
saying,
in your time. Mm-hmm.
if in my time I did, by the time I get older, that's why there are people like you, Andre. You'd be the president of the Pensioners Association. so you fight on our
To
behalf.
fight
You
for
fight
the cause.
You fight
Okay.
for the cause.
Yeah, here
You're
I am.
already starting
But
it.
look,
so
I have the
good.
microphone right here. I have the microphone
Yes,
right
he's
there.
already-
he's
Let me tell you
already doing
something.
it.
Nothing. Listen, as long as you do not complain, the policymakers think everything is fine.
Yeah.
That's the way
that
that
is
they
true.
are.
I have to agree.
Yeah,
And
but who
we
feels
should.
it knows it.
Yeah.
I'm saying you
And
made
we
your
really need to do
contribution
more
already
for the elderly.
We
I
really do
totally
need to
agree
do.
with that. Just
Because
as much as we're
sometimes
doing for the
the,
young ones, we need to do for the elderly.
Sometimes the amount of money they get for pensions is not enough to carry them through for the entire month.
That could be
and
the
a
case.
lot of them are struggling.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I
You know,
have
you
to
know
agree.
what it is right now. I think before it was like some people making three something.
Three,
Thank
yeah.
God now it's $500.
$500.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
God.
the basic,
But
yeah.
even $500 is a
And I think
paltry
they
sum.
added another 100, did they?
No,
Isn't
Because
that
it's
for
500.
government pensioners or
Yeah,
something?
for the pensioners, yeah.
Not
Depending
for
on how
everyone
you
else.
Yeah.
worked before.
Well, I know they got a nice little bonus for Christmas. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, the NIC pensioners didn't get
No,
anything.
I was about to say the pensioners didn't get. It was the
Tiba Sapa, right?
government.
See, these
I
things are
love
not
the way
right.
you just drop a pathway from nowhere.
Yeah, these things
So
are.
it emphasizes the point.
Yes.
That's one thing about the patois.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was just trying to get your take on this particular one day. But let me just do a little in-house
In-house chores.
chores before we move on. The menu for today at the Thomas of Bread place: carrot rice, ground provisions, creamy mashed potato. That sounds
I like
yummy. That
Yeah, I
sounds
like that.
yummy.
Ooh, creamy mashed
Stewed
potato.
chicken, saltfish, lentils, and tossed salad. Yes, so the Thomas of Bread place today: carrot rice, ground provisions, creamy mashed potatoes, stewed chicken, saltfish, lentils, and tossed salad. And remember to try their wide variety of sea moss beverages, which include coconut, ginger, peanut, and peanut punch, and regular sea moss with flax seeds and chia seeds. All right, so that's happening
We
today.
still want to know
at the
about
Thomas of Bread
the
place.
CMOS, how it's going to get down to Castries for us, huh?
Yeah, she's
We
working on
asked
that.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
working
yeah.
on
Yes,
it.
Les is working on that.
working on it.
You know, I love salmon. I love salmon. I love it so much. I remember I was playing in Monrepo there a couple of weeks ago, and a lady who I hadn't seen for a long, long time, she came up to me and said to me, "Do you still like salmon?"
Oh, really?
I probably saw one
so
maybe
nice.
about 7 years ago. I said, "How do you remember that?" Yeah. So he has been prepared a salmon meal for me. That was a surprise. That was a surprise. When I went there, I saw the thing. That was looking so beautiful. So
Did it
beautiful.
taste just as good?
Boy, and that had some mac and cheese inside there as well. Oh, yeah,
my
that was
gosh.
yummy. And yesterday, I
That's
know
my
line to tell you
favorite.
folks, yesterday, man, I couldn't help it. Huh? I said, let me go and take a look at the ice cream section. Let me go and take a
I'm
little
not
look.
surprised. I'm not
I
surprised.
said, let me go take a look and see what goodies they have there.
What's your favorite?
All
ice
of them,
cream?
all of them, all
Vanilla?
of them.
Vanilla?
No, yeah, of course, vanilla. Why not?
No.
Vanilla
I love all of
is
them.
the best.
You can get that anywhere. So I don't
That's
fuss
true.
about
Still
vanilla.
there. You could get
I
vanilla
like my
anywhere, but
pistachio.
still.
I like my rum and raisin. I like
I have
the...
to be in my mood for pistachio. Or
No,
my,
you can get vanilla anywhere.
I'll get high with rum and raisins. So I
Oh.
ain't even going
So
there.
that's okay. That's okay.
Feeling
Like
drunk.
I always tell my little glams, don't take that because you could. It does it to me. So don't take rum and raisin.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Sometimes it's got a lot of rum.
A lot of rum. Yeah, that's why it's called a rumpus.
Yeah.
Rum and raisin.
And the raisin after. That's why the name goes rum and raisin.
But right, I listen. I was saying to Lotus last week. I said, Lotus said, don't eat those things. I said, Lotus, I disagree with that. These things are little joys of life. I'm not saying
yeah.
to abuse it or anything like
But I
that.
think don't
Everything
bring
in
them home
moderation.
so that you can eat it how many times a day, every day of the week.
But some people
Right,
still
exactly.
have control
But you
even
can
when
eat.
it's home. Some people still do have control.
Not me.
And some don't, huh?
And
Some don't, to be
don't.
honest with
The
you.
best
If
thing-
I know it's
Everything
there,
in moderation.
if I know it's
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
I think
I
Yeah.
still have peanut brittle in a jar home.
Are you
And I
serious?
haven't had it in weeks. Yeah.
Andre, my sister in
have my
Barbados
time.
has sweets all over in little packets all over the house, and not just mint sweets, chocolate sweets, all kinds of sweets. And she just passes them, and sometimes the heat melts it and everything. When I go on holiday, I'm pecking at every one that I pass.
Because it's all
And I'm
around.
like,
yes.
and I'm
And you
like,
don't
how?
have it as
I
often.
couldn't have that at my home.
And,
No way.
so how do you feel about the sweets we have downstairs in the office? How
I
do you-
pecked at them, but I think I pecked at it the first day. I think it's a great idea, yeah. But I pecked at it the first day. And this morning when I came in, I saw it and I'm like, too early. And I passed. But I'm saying it can do that.
When it's
Yeah,
there, it
we have
can
self-control.
do that to you.
You
Yeah,
have
but you have to
self-control.
have
That's good.
self-control.
That's good.
That's good.
Yeah.
Now there's one that Keena likes in particular. I think it has some what do they have in there? Coconut, I think.
Sesame. It's sesame candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's made with honey, right?
Sesame seeds and honey. Yeah.
It's really, really
Oh,
nice.
there's one of these downstairs?
No. Yeah.
No.
Oh, please don't
That's
bring
my
them.
favorite.
Yeah, because I told Keena whenever she's ready, I will ensure that she gets them.
That's my
Yeah,
favorite.
but in terms of certain things in the sweets, you I have to be careful. I can't just eat anything. I'm allergic to certain things.
Oh.
So we'll talk about that off air. So if you have that in the bowl, let me know.
But that's good, Lady J, that you can see it and you say, you know something?
It's too early for
I've
that.
had it's too early. I've had enough already for the weekend. That's all right, I'll pass. Now that's what we're talking about.
Well, you know, even with some women as well, they only consume all chocolates and sweets around their monthly cycle.
Yeah.
They have that.
urges,
It urges you to, you know, go
You
and
can't
get
help it.
chocolates
Yeah.
and so on.
That
I
happens.
used to be that way at one point in time, but
Yeah.
nah, I've outgrown that.
Still happens to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said these are the little
I've
goodies,
outgrown it.
the little goodies of life, and to deny yourself those things because of that. Nah.
Yeah.
I said yesterday, man. Listen, that was tasting so good. Yeah, it was tasting so good.
Which
and,
one?
And you know,
The
it
food
had-
or the ice
The
cream?
food,
it had
and
melted.
the ice cream too.
It had, you know, like say maybe like about 70% of it had melted, and you know that so nice and creamy.
Why you
Man.
like it that way, Andre?
70% about that, yeah, not
I
not
can't,
100%.
never.
What is
I want it to
100%?
melt in
That's
my
too cold.
mouth.
It's too cold.
No,
So
I
when,
like
when
it
I
to
when I
melt.
take the spoon and I put that in the thing and you just see the thing so nice and creamy and the droplets.
Andre, please.
Big about that ice cream,
Think
huh?
about that ice cream.
Whoa,
Takes it
Andre.
back, right? Yes, yes.
Man, when
yes.
I finished
I get you.
that, I said, man, toast sweet man.
A little bit of the Bajan accent there.
I was
All
tempted
right,
to get
and
ice
then-
cream yesterday after I left church, but I'm like, nah.
Now we're hearing the truth.
I'm gonna pass. I
See?
didn't. I
See,
didn't.
Andre's dropping that on you.
Why
Let me
denying
get-
yourself
No,
little
I can
goodies?
have it. No, I'm taking my time.
Good.
So you ready for this weekend?
Maybe next weekend.
I hear you.
So,
I hear you.
Yeah.
Listen, watch her well today.
We'll hear about it.
Keep an eye on
When
her.
she goes on vacation, she'll be coming back and say, when she comes back from vacation, she'll be coming and say, Andre, I don't know what you did to me with the ice
She
cream.
will blame me.
I had a cup every
She
single
gonna
day.
blame me.
No, but you see,
gonna
if I do go out and I get ice cream, that means I have to go back home and give Snow. So, you know, I have to get. It's best I just get something at the supermarket so I could share with her.
Wait, what did you say? If you go out and you eat ice cream, you've got to bring home for
No,
Snow?
I'm saying I'll feel bad because she doesn't have
But dogs eat ice cream?
Everything, Andre.
everything. Hello.
Yeah, there's certain
No,
things you're not
eat
supposed to give them
ice
chocolate.
I don't
though, but
remember
Well,
dog
mine
eating
they
is
ice
eat
cream.
alive,
everything.
yeah.
So Snow eats the ice cream?
Yes, no, it's
They-
ice cream.
they eat
She
everything.
loves ice cream.
everything.
Wow.
Dogs eat
Yeah.
everything.
She loves ice cream.
And they drink everything. You can even give them alcohol and then you see them.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Drinking alcohol too?
Yeah,
They-
anything you, depends.
They want to taste.
They
you
want to
just keep
taste.
them away
So
from
you
it, but
keep
they
them
want to
away from
taste.
Anyway, so there's some hint. Folks, I'm using my words with great specificity. Right?
Okay,
There
let's
is
hear
a
it.
hint
Let's hear it.
that we may be accepting deportees from the U.S. So, folks, remember, I didn't say it's a done deal. I said there's a hint that may be happening.
Well, after what happened with Antigua and Dominica, I'm not surprised if
Well,
people
Dominica
are
is the one.
thinking
Dominica is the
along
one that
the
has said
lines
that they
already.
that it seems as though they're going down that road, right? Dominica for sure. I know there's some African countries that are doing it already. Okay, and I think El Salvador. Of course, you know they accept the bad ones,
El
bad
Salvador.
ones, and they put them in these prisons and so on. This guy from El Salvador, I think his name is Bukele, right? He has to be careful, you know. He has to be careful because you're talking about human rights and so on. I remember Duterte from the Philippines. He was doing this, you know, this kind of thing, and they behave a certain way when they're in power, not forgetting that there's a tomorrow. And Duterte now has to appear before the ICC. I mean, they already have him in
International Court
custody
of
already.
Justice, yes.
Okay, so this guy has to be very, very, very careful because once you start abusing people's rights and so on, you're stepping, you know, into very, very, very dangerous territory. So I wish him all the best, Mr. Bukele. That's his name. He said, I think he calls himself the coolest dictator in the world. That's what he calls himself, right? So, but definitely there is money to be made in this sort of thing because they get paid.
Yeah.
I think the US pays some good money to get rid of these fellas. So no doubt if folks have been very
Andre,
careful.
the question is, what happened to the U.S. prisons? I mean, they have so many.
But remember, Trump wants those people out. He wants the brightest and the best in America. That's what he wants. Okay, he wants the brightest and the best. So you're not no bright, you're not no best. You gotta get out.
But we also have to understand that refugees don't really come from anywhere. You know, they come from somewhere. They come from maybe sanctions, regime change, political games, whatever. And not all of them, like you're saying, are bad.
Yeah.
And the United States and these big countries, they have to put them somewhere.
Now, what I want to know.
Sometimes, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just going to ask, why is it in some instances they can't be returned to their country of origin? What's the problem? I
But
don't.
these are people fleeing decisions made by their governments, or maybe war or something. They're already fleeing their country for something else.
So they have a case
they have
then.
to be placed
They have a case.
somewhere else.
But do you
Yes.
think if that's the case, you think the U.S. really cares about that? Whether your country will be a dangerous place for you, they may kill you if you go back. You think they really care about that?
To some extent, I think so.
They obviously do. That's why.
That's why they're trying to find them somewhere else to go. Yeah, that's why they're trying to find somewhere else for them to protect them. And
If we decide to do that now, would you, the two of you feel kind of comfortable with that? Do you feel okay? Especially if the government explains to us that these are maybe non-violent individuals and so
because
on.
they're already fleeing a troubled country. I don't
And
see.
we went through
and
the
we-
experience already, even if it was under different circumstances.
Yeah, so
Remember?
yeah, if we have proof, and I'm sure that the United States will pass on that information, that these are non-violent persons, and you really don't know, but let's see what happens.
So something we need to ask the Prime Minister when I guess if folks an announcement has
If
been
he
made,
is
what
in
happens?
agreement.
What happens after now? Say these people serve their time in St. Lucia, folks. I'm just speaking hypothetically, okay? They serve their time in St. Lucia. What happens now? What, you can't send them back to their country of origin. You can't send them back to the US.
Obviously,
What do
Andrew,
we
all
do?
that will be discussed before they
I think
even
they-
get to the different countries.
No,
I
but
respect
I'm
that
saying
the
we
Prime
need. I'm
Minister-
saying we need to know that. What
they
happens
will
to those
tell us.
people?
Surely
Yeah,
they will
they will
tell
tell
us,
us that.
Andre.
Yeah.
And, no, the
Of
Prime
course.
Minister already came out in his New Year's address, and I think that's what I love about him. He came out and he spoke about it, and I respect that.
But did he speak about that question I just asked there?
No,
Exactly.
But I'm sure at some point in time he will.
When they asked the Dominica Prime Minister those questions, he said, details later. You swear,
Exactly,
you swear he's a
Andrew,
news
because
anchor.
they're still negotiating.
they will still have to
Keena,
go
you
back.
swear he's a news anchor.
He's right.
Details?
Yeah.
In just a moment.
Yeah, because he's still negotiating. Yeah.
Yeah. So I really hope we ask the right questions and so on. Because what happens to these? And plus, and here's another one again. Where are we going to house them? Bodily is bursting at the seams
I
already.
know in the UK and some other parts of it, they're having issues with refugees. You've seen that happening in the news a lot of the time, so things happen. But we've seen it with NATO, we've seen it, wars, migration, and so on. And look at what's happening with Venezuela and Trump going into Venezuela now, what he's saying about Cuba. Decision about refugees is not a humanitarian in isolation, Andre. It affects every corner of the world, and that's something that we need to look at closely. And what the United States is doing currently is very strategic, very, very strategic.
What is it that they're doing that's strategic?
Most likely requesting from Dominica, and most likely other Caribbean islands would follow suit
You
to
bet.
take
You
refugees.
bet, boy.
So
You bet.
that's very strategic.
Wow, boy. Yeah. Well, anyway, the government, again, if they decide to go there, we have a lot of questions. Okay? Now, Cuba. Remember we were talking? Sorry, I hate to say I said it, but
Yes,
I
you
did
did.
say I would not be surprised if Cuba is next. Imagine, this has gone
I'm
so
not
far
surprised.
that Trump has already said Rubio may be the president of Cuba next.
Jesus. Crazy.
Like,
Just so.
oh my word. I don't even know what to say about. Well, that's never going to happen.
Now, listen,
think?
what's not going to
Rubio
happen?
being the president of Cuba, that's never going to happen.
You don't think
He
so?
says he has
His
Cuban-
parents are
is
from
he-
Cuba,
Yes,
you know.
yes, his parents are from Cuba, but that's never going to happen. It's not going to happen. What you going to do? Just shove some new lead, someone down the people's throat? Nah, that's not going to happen.
And by the way, just a quick announcement. I think it's important in the case of Venezuela. Right now, I think they said that there are these militias, right, who are hunting down, looking for Americans in Venezuela,
I'm not surprised.
and they warned them. They said, "Listen, y'all better get out, right? Y'all better get out of Venezuela as soon as possible."
You know what came to mind after Maduro's arrest? The Americans that are imprisoned in Venezuela currently, because for years they have Americans who've maybe done petty crime or so on, that they were arrested and imprisoned, and the U.S. would sometimes trade with Venezuela to have some of these prisoners released, but they're still Americans right there. I wonder what's happening with them currently, and that's sometimes I do think about it. But it's a sad turn of events. I can't say we didn't see it coming, but it's really, really sad.
And again, like
Why does
Maduro.
Trump think we have to run a country like a business, meaning that he can tell somebody else?
He's running a country like a business, or
Why
he's
does
being
he
a
think-
bully?
Well,
Well,
either
like
way,
too.
that added to it. Because why would a leader of one country want to tell another leader how to run his country?
Tell me.
Exactly.
I've never heard that. And I don't think the people of Cuba will allow it. And I will be with them all the way.
But-
I'll support that.
But the thing is, you remember the situation in Iraq when they go in there. This is not the end of the story. You can go in those countries, But you see, you have ISIS. ISIS was as a result of that invasion of Iraq. You have these people who may be part of the army and so on, and these people just go and form some other group, and they become a terror.
And that's what
to
usually
you.
happens when the
So-
United States thinks that they can go in and try
Exactly.
to control a country.
Yeah,
They
because
don't think of the repercussions
of those
and
things,
the damage
because the
it causes
people don't
to
take that
people
these
who are
things
currently there.
well. Look, I just said to you, they already have to issue orders really to the American citizens in Venezuela to leave because the
I would
militias are
run.
hunting them down.
I would
right?
run. I
Now,
would run.
in Cuba, if you're going to have a president which is Marco Rubio, listen, the people
They will rebel.
They are going to rebel.
They
They
will
will
rebel.
find a way to make life miserable for you. You have Petro there. Petro, I think he's from Guatemala.
Guatemala,
right?
yeah.
It's Guatemala, right?
Yeah.
And he said he had made up his mind not to pick up a pistol because he had belonged to some guerrilla organization
back in the day.
right? And he said he had made up his mind not to pick up a pistol, but he says he and the peasants, the farmers, and those people, they are going to go into the hills and make life difficult for you. So Trump in this experiment, boy, he doesn't know. Listen, the Ayatollah, he was giving a speech on the weekend, and he said that he brought up the thing about 1,000 people that were killed in that U.S. strike. He brought that up again. The people are not forgetting those things.
They will not forget. And what the United States doesn't remember is that, for instance, you go into a country, you say, okay, I'm going for the leader. But in the midst of that, someone dies. That child or several people, they will remember. So just imagine years later,
Yes.
they end up getting to the United States. What happens then?
Boy,
You
this
hear
is...
of bombings there, this, then you go back to where it all started. It started from somewhere.
People are forgetting something very important. You don't reap the consequences of your actions immediately.
No.
You don't do that.
It takes a while.
It takes a while, and that's the problem. So Trump may be, quote unquote, getting away with this bad boy behavior right now, but we don't know what's coming down the line.
And you
That's
don't.
not going to be nice. I'm
And
sorry.
When I think of what's happening with Cuba, Cuba is kind of caught in the crossfire here. You have great power, the United States, and politics and so on. And when a nation and a leader tells another, make a deal before it's too
Too
late,
late.
that is scary.
Yes.
There's nothing, that doesn't sound like diplomacy to me. It sounds like pressure. And pressure will create fear, and it creates so many of a fallout. I don't like
Look at
what's
that.
happening.
Look at the
I really
pressure
don't.
that's been brought to bear on Iran for years with these sanctions. So the fellas have to find a way to survive. That's just how it is. So they make friends with Russia, whoever. In the case of Venezuela and Cuba now depending on Venezuela for oil, right? I mean, it's just that because they have to survive.
Yeah.
So now all these the uprisings here right now in Iran is as a result of these sanctions. The same thing there, the people in Venezuela, sanctions. In Cuba, I know for a fact because those sanctions started the year I was born, 1959. Sanctions.
And they've already been struggling economically for
now
so many years.
they-
So just imagine
They're just vulnerable now, and
Yeah.
Trump knows that.
losing
you figure,
its main source.
Yeah, now
of
is the time.
subsidized oil is just not. It's a threat actually to the people of Cuba.
Well, as Mr. Olbuske said, he said this is one president who follows up with the threats. He threatens and he follows up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Some people, like, even as a parent, you say, "Boy, behave yourself, boy. I'll give you some licks,
And that's just for the moment.
Yeah,
But
yeah. You
yeah,
say to scare the
To
child,
follow up.
but you don't follow up. This guy follows up. So, Mr. Buske, you're so
And
right
the other
about
But
that.
thing
Andre, in
too,
the
what does
meantime,
the
you
deal
never know.
even mean?
Say again?
Because what does the deal even mean? Because Trump
Oh,
is
give
saying
up.
take a deal.
Give up. That's what he's talking
give up,
about.
Take a deal.
Yeah.
But he hasn't. And even though when he decides and he gives a deal, he's so strategic, he will just change it up because it's Trump.
The only thing that can change that is if the Republicans themselves turn against him. Okay?
That's
Right?
will we
Maybe
see
they're
that happening?
strategizing right now.
Okay,
But
yeah.
I think the Cubans are also doing the same thing.
Okay, if the
Currently,
Republicans
yeah.
do the right thing and turn against him, that's one. Also, the U.S. Army would refuse to take orders which are unlawful.
Right.
Some soldiers have refused and they've taken a back seat with everything that happened with Venezuela and everything that's happening of late. So some soldiers have said, I do not want to be part of this.
So these are two options. There's another one. The citizens to protest, shut things down literally in the country, right, and to force him out. Okay? So there are a few options. Now, over the whole ICE thing. And by the way, there's a new video that came out. You're aware of that?
I haven't seen it.
The
no.
video now recorded by the guy himself, the officer
Oh,
himself.
you mean his
Yes,
what you call
he had his cell phone and he was recording. So that video is out right now. And you know what? It didn't make things any better because after the woman crashed, they were playing this thing over and over and over again. He actually used an expletive.
Oh,
He
I didn't
called
see the
her
video, but I read
something.
about it.
Okay, he called us. Now the BBC kept that quiet. They're very conservative. But when I watched it on YouTube, it actually said exactly what he said. He said, "F whatever, bitch." That's what he said.
Wow.
He used
After the woman,
B-word, yes.
after the
He
woman
used
crashed.
the
So
B-word.
ngadi, says ID. Okay, so that didn't make things any better for me. Say when he released that thing, because the argument is that the woman hit him with a vehicle, and
She
everybody
didn't.
can
She
see that didn't
Based
happen.
on footage, no, she did not. No.
I think even Trump was trying to
Now,
do that.
let me ask you something. What do you think could have triggered this guy? They showed the video now of the Miss Goods. Apparently, she's married to a woman,
yeah.
and the lady was giving the guy some talk, telling him about lunch and this kind of thing. She's kind of like your ladies are good at that. You're not good at that. You know how to get under the people's skin. You know how to get under people's skin with words. And I think I don't know if you watched the video. Did you see when she was actually talking to him
I
and,
didn't hear
and
what
telling
she
him
said
about
to him.
going to have
All I
like
heard is I'm not mad at you. I got
not
it
that
from
one.
there.
The wife, because she was recording
No,
as
I
well.
didn't. I didn't.
Okay, and then she said to him "bad boy" or something like something like trying to get underneath his skin. And I think maybe that's what triggered me. Say off,
I'll have to go
Yeah,
back
watch
to
it
have
again,
a
'cause
look
there's
at
so
the
many of
video.
them.
Yeah,
There's
go
so
take a look
many
at it.
circulating.
Yeah.
There's so many.
But then
But
sometimes
I saw I didn't see any one of the videos with him to the front where he could prove that she hit him. Everything he was to the side of the vehicle.
Yeah, and she smiled
And
for
some
him.
of them went into slow motion as well to show you,
Yes,
right? And
I remember she
sometimes it's
smiled
a
for
form
him.
of control, Andre,
She smiled
simple.
for him when he came across. She said something, and she was actually smiling, so she didn't pose any threat. Now,
But
yeah.
Andre,
Some
there's one
individuals,
video
when
that
they
also
have-
said where her partner, let's say partner, because we don't know which is man, woman, but the partner said, "Let's go," and she obviously didn't.
Well, I didn't see that
So
part.
there's a little blame there for her.
But she's wrong.
Putting
They
a gun
ask
in
you-
someone's hand who is irresponsible, that's exactly what you
Yeah.
get, the end result.
Yeah. Now, I mean, they told her to get out of the vehicle.
Yeah,
Now
and
we
she didn't
understand. Maybe she was
comply.
afraid. Maybe she was scared.
There's so many different reasons
remember-
why she did not comply.
Okay, remember
But
the
to
guys
shoot
are coming
her
in with
in the
masks
face?
and so on. That could be anybody, right?
She didn't have a mask.
I mean,
on.
think of it. Pardon?
Did she have a mask?
No,
on?
I'm saying the
got
ICE
the
agent.
ICE people.
They had a mask. So imagine, Keena, you're driving on
She
the
knew
road.
they were ICE agents. She knew they were. Because apart from them having masks on, they were, come on, she knew. I think most likely she either became fearful or she thought nothing of it. Or maybe, who knows, she was maybe driving away to go park somewhere else. We're not in the situation, so we don't know what really
But
happened.
they did ask her to
she
get
did
out,
not comply.
to get out, and she didn't comply.
her not
However,
complying
She
it
should
didn't
have
mean you have
stopped.
to
led
kill
to
the
her
lady.
death, and
Yeah.
I don't think that part is right.
Yeah, because
Shooting to scare her is one thing, but
right, they
going
could have done
overboard
that.
with 2 more bullets
Yeah,
was
yeah.
really
yeah,
overboard.
you fire the shot, and then you go to the side of the vehicle and you fire directly at the at
And
the
no,
woman.
it's what he said after that, which you just made mention of.
Mm-hmm.
That is shocking.
Yeah,
Not, oh my God, I shot someone. But swearing?
yes, swearing.
Nah, come on. It's like, that's what I wanted to do.
To do,
You got
yes.
what you wanted. pretty
So let me
much.
ask you: do you know where he is? To me, nobody's saying where he is. What's happening with him?
He's maybe somewhere being protected,
Been protected.
Probably,
most likely.
but he certainly
But let me ask
would
you
have
all.
to be arrested by now.
Let me ask you another question again, especially your ladies. I know you don't like it when we, the fellas, lie to you all, right? No, it's true. I find women, that's a big turn off.
I think it's both ways, Andre. Men don't like it either.
Okay, people lying to
Men
them.
don't lie.
Okay, all right,
Yeah.
okay. So how do you all feel about those bold-faced lies coming from Donald Trump? Okay, this lady, she's the head of the Homeland Security Department, or whatever she is. Her name is Noam, right? Lying, bold-faced lies, like just bare lies, pure lies. And if it's me, I would feel so embarrassed lying like that, because the video is clear. You can see the thing, and they come in and they still calling the woman a homegrown you know, it's a terrorist. A terrorist is somebody who uses like innocent people, non-combatants and so on for political purpose, and you know, you kill them, you kill innocent people. That's a terrorist. You're calling the woman a homegrown terrorist, of all things to call her? And I've never heard them call Netanyahu an Israeli terrorist. They've never said that. Never. But you're calling a
Sometimes I think
woman...
the context of what they're saying matters, and the narratives that it's put out there by different news agencies. I think when they call the homegrown terrorist, I'm not trying to defend, but I'm saying because she did not comply.
That makes her a
the
homegrown
directive
terrorist?
That was given by the ICE officer.
That makes her a homegrown terrorist?
I'm assuming that's why that was said.
But what about the lies?
But-
I want to get your take on that, because your ladies don't like it when we lie. You don't like it. And you're right. We don't like it when you lie either. So how do you feel about people who are leaders of a country lying bold-faced? What do you think of those people? You
But
impressed?
Andre, there's some people who don't even realize that they're lying.
because they always
No, that's what I'm
seem
talking
to
about.
follow up with something
You
else.
know that they're lying. It's like you're talking to your hubby, for example, and you know he's lying to you. You know that.
Well,
right?
that politician will not get my vote again.
Now you're
Simple.
talking to me.
That would
That's
be
all.
it. Yeah, that's how you would be able to solve it. Because other than that, what can
Yeah.
you do?
And you know there are people who find nothing wrong with that.
So that's them. But come next election time, you won't be getting my vote. Simple as that.
Well, I hope that's the
There's
general
no next
feeling.
election for Trump. Unfortunately,
Well,
that's it.
he's still saying that
That's
he
it.
wants to run again.
Yeah, I
so you
heard
never
that,
know what's going on.
yeah.
Even though we know it's
Yes.
not going to happen.
No,
But
don't.
as it relates to Trump, anything
He
is
might
possible.
just
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, the
he
laws, you never know.
he will find a way to do it. Okay, he cannot bear to know he's not the center of attraction anymore. He can't take it. He cannot take it. His personality will not allow that. So he'll want to continue staying there. So he'll find, although I think they say he was talking to the Speaker of the House and they're trying to see how they can get around it, but it's just no way. But,
Yeah. That's one of the first things he spoke about when he came back in. And I was like,
And
that's
he
what
has
you're thinking about? Instead of running the country for the next 4 years, you're thinking about after the 4 years? I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
There's this saying, I can't remember what movie it has. It says it. With great power comes great responsibility.
Spider-Man.
Right. Thank
Andre
you
likes
so
these kind of
much,
movies,
Andre.
yeah.
With Trump, with great power comes confusion.
I'll write that down. We got to quote that. Andre might have to quote that every day.
What? It's just too
Because
much.
every
Yeah.
time he opens
just too
his
much.
mouth, it's like, whoa.
Confusion, yes.
Phew.
So, of course, now you have Iran now. Boy, oh boy. I mean, I don't want to say...
Andre, but stop. I want to say this since you've been talking about partners. If you were Trump, switch over. You're his wife. How would you feel when he comes home in the evening?
Oh, that's a great question, man. I should be asking you that question. I should be asking you that question. That's a great
Andre,
question.
as a Caribbean
Imagine-
woman, I would walk. I'm serious. As a Caribbean woman, I would walk. I don't know as an American, because the Americans are after them. He has to give me a home, a house, a bank account, da 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 da. But as a Caribbean woman, I'm sorry, I would walk.
So let me just, let you see this in a little different light. You are Donald Trump's wife. You have so much at your disposal, okay? You have your family. You have to think of your children, this sort of thing. And if you leave and break up with the family, okay, you have money. You have money. He's a billionaire. Whatever he has will come to her. She's thinking about all those things. You have vehicles at your disposal. You have bodyguards. You have a whole bunch of, things that ordinarily you wouldn't be able to acquire those things. And if you leave him, you basically forfeiting all those goodies. You call it goodies. So look at it. You have to look at it from her perspective. What is it now I'm going to now?
A facial
I'm not with the
expression.
man anymore. He's the most powerful powerful person in the world. I will not be in that aura anymore. It is so much to lose, so much to
So if
lose.
she went in for that, then obviously she's happy where
No,
she's
no,
at.
no. I'm not saying she went in for
I'm
that.
saying if that's what she went
But let's give her the
into
benefit of the doubt.
relationship
Let's give her the benefit of the doubt. She didn't go in for that, right? But I mean, she ought to know, have an idea who she's dealing with. This is her husband.
Second
I'm just saying,
time around.
the thing. Okay, let's just juxtapose that against P Diddy, right? And Cassie and all those kind. Cassie and these people who are enjoying a great life that ordinarily they would never have had. So you'd understand the reasons for sticking around for so long, right? So when you said that a while ago, well, I agree with you. You stand for principle. You also have to put yourself in these people's shoes and say, boy, if I leave that right now to give up everything, after all these
maybe
years.
she's already thinking about what she can do. Maybe she's tried before to leave and she's still thinking about leaving. We don't know the dynamics of their relationship and what's happening behind closed doors. Maybe when she comes or he comes home, she maybe has a talk with him and says, hey, you know what you did say on there, I didn't feel comfortable with it.
I know she didn't agree with the separating of the children. She didn't agree to that.
Yes, she didn't.
Yes.
She certainly didn't fight enough for that.
You're
She
right,
had
but
the
you're
power.
right. You're right.
She had the power to fight.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, in Africa, some time ago, and if you remember that, Lady J, the African leaders were, I don't remember what it is that they were doing, but I remember the wives of the African leaders, right, took a decision to deny them sex, right, so that they could change course. That really did
Right there
happen.
with
Anybody
them,
can go and
that
Google it.
happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to
Okay.
Google it.
They took a stance and they say, okay, you know something, that's how you're behaving. Well, no sex tonight.
Tonight and tomorrow and whatever
Exactly.
until it's
Exactly. Exactly. Okay.
Yeah. But that's
So you're right,
That's
she didn't do enough.
discussion. Communicate, talk about it.
And I think some women, they would maybe go for a pragmatic moral framework approach where this works is them doing what is necessary in that relationship so that they survive pretty much. And for some women, that's exactly what they do. I'm doing what is necessary for me to survive in this relationship. I may not necessarily agree with everything that you're doing, but I need to survive, and so does my children. And that's
Too many
the
benefits.
reason.
Listen,
Too many.
Andre, unless there's a prenup, but this woman must have a whole lot of money on her account. This woman can do without Trump. She only has one child, and I honestly don't understand. I don't see me sleeping next to this
Somebody like that.
I can't see myself doing that. I mean,
I agree.
I can't see myself doing it either, but I'm not in her situation. I don't know why she's still there, but there could be a multitude of reasons.
Yeah. All right. Interesting stuff. Interesting times.
Or maybe the first wife never got the opportunity to be the first lady, and she has the opportunity a second time. So hey, I'm gonna finish my 4 years. Who knows? But we thought she would have left him.
When?
5 years ago, and she didn't.
She didn't.
Right. And
The-
this second term for him is worse than the first term. His actions and
Yeah,
everything, and she's still there. And I
there.
will not say she is by his side. She is there, but she's not by his side.
There's
Maybe that's why she's by his side.
just to end it all. There's a lady who was giving a CNN interview, and she was talking about her relationship with Donald Trump. Obviously, that he was cheating on his wife, right? But she came out and she did the interview, and they asked her, what is it about Donald Trump that she finds to be attractive? You know what she said? She said he's very intelligent.
What?
Yeah, and she said
Who said that?
this lady.
Maybe you see what we see is again what
Yeah.
we see out there, the theatrics of Trump. It's all a show. You never know what's happening behind closed doors, and a woman may just fall in love with everything else.
Yeah,
He's
she
a
said
good
that
guy.
she finds
Because
him to
we
be very
even hear that
intelligent.
when someone you have a criminal, he's good to me. I don't know what happens. He's never done that to me.
I get
so that could be something else that's happening there as well.
But I remember that's what she said. She didn't say, well, she found the money to be attractive. He's very
He's
intelligent.
very intelligent.
That's what she
And
said.
Some people are drawn to
To
intelligent.
intelligent people, yeah.
And Trump is? You're drawn to Trump?
That's what she said.
We're talking about Trump. When you add in,
no,
and
I'm
some people
saying
are.
what we see out there. That's what we
Let me-
see on television and so on. I'm not sure what she experiences. I've never been around Trump, so I
Trump
can't
probably
speak
told her
on it.
about her legs or something.
But let me
and she
tell you,
think that's the television.
let's not underestimate him, huh?
He's a very intelligent man, actually.
I think he's a great
He's a
man.
good businessman.
Yeah.
Well, that would have to make
Especially
him
when he
intelligent
did
as
the-
well.
Hear what I'm
because
saying,
he's
huh?
had so many businesses.
I think he's a great
And what
man.
happened to them in the
Hear
end?
me?
All of them failed.
No.
Just about.
No.
I think he's a
You
great
see?
man. For him to have achieved what he's achieved, okay, including becoming the president of the United States,
yeah.
he's a great guy. He's just not a good man, and that's the thing. He's not a good man. He's not a good person, but he's a great man.
In terms of his decisions that he's making as he's the president and what he says, that's where we all have the problem with him. Because I do not know him as a family man. So we have to separate the two. And we're not doing that.
I see Kim Jong-un, the guy in North Korea, who they make out to be a bad boy. I think Trump called him Rocket Man or something like that.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
I've seen this guy very affectionate, with people. I've seen him, all right? Especially with children and so on. And I've never seen Donald Trump in any affectionate position. I've never seen him, show
You've
affection
never
to
seen him with his
anyone.
grandchildren?
No, I
Oh,
don't.
really? There are videos out there with him and
Him
his
like little,
grandchildren.
like
No,
kids
he's
and so
saying
on.
being affectionate to them, not being around him.
No,
That's
he
one
had.
thing.
There's videos out there with Trump being affectionate.
What would affectionate be like?
Playing, chilling, vibing with his grandchildren.
Never saw that.
I've
That's
never
maybe
seen that.
before
Huh?
the presidency or something.
Never
There are
even saw
videos
that.
out there. I mean, just check it out. You'll see it.
I've
Because
ne-
everybody, again,
I've never
there's so
seen
many
him.
different
I've never
things
seen
being
him
put out there.
affectionate with a wife. To see him hold her, give
Hold
her
her
a kiss.
hands
Not
or
even the
kiss
first
or
hug,
something.
Not
things
even
like
the
that.
first one. She always spoke.
Maybe he's
good about
affectionate
him.
to the wife behind closed doors. That's I have no idea. What we see is just theatrics, and that's what I go with, and we judge that. And a lot of what he's
I'm
doing
sure he is.
currently,
I'm sure
we're
he
not
probably
in
is. That's why he
support
has so many
of
women,
him
but-
because of it, and I have to agree.
Yeah, he probably
Yeah.
is. That's why he was able to get so many. But also the billions is making them really.
Remember what we said about Adolf Hitler
Tough.
last week? Remember what we said about that? So one day, somebody will go and dig.
Somebody will get his
go and
DNA
dig and see what
and
was
see
really
whether
going on there
what's really going
with
on
this
there.
guy.
Maybe he might have some medical condition or something.
People are
similar
saying
to-
he has dementia. Some people are saying so.
Who? Trump?
Trump. Yeah, some people are saying,
Dementia?
yeah.
Well,
he's-
his own mother didn't say much about him and his own sister. So hey,
That's what-
Dementia?
I mean, that's what these are people are not
So
experts,
you're
but
trying
they're
to
saying so.
justify the lies.
I don't know. I just what they say. That he's already
I don't know if he has
suffering from
dementia.
I
dementia.
don't
know.
know.
I don't think
There's
so.
nothing out there that says, from
I
any
don't think-
medical.
I don't think so.
Because our,
sure
our,
it
our,
says
our
that
grandfather
he does.
was acting very, very strange, right? And I remember that time, my sister was here
Let
at
me
the time,
double check to see.
and we were wondering why he was behaving the way he was behaving. Because it was kind
How
of
old is Trump
strange.
now? 70 something?
77.
77.
Yeah, it was kind of strange until
like
I'm.
what? What was he doing or
He,
saying?
he was just acting. In other words,
Repeating?
he was not himself. The way he would normally be.
Mm-hmm.
There's when you're around somebody, there's a certain way that they operate. If you use that word,
Mm-hmm.
and he was just not like that. He was something totally different. I remember my sister said to us, let's take Papa to see a psychiatrist. And it's a good thing we did that. Then we found out he has dementia.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was at what? He was what age at that
Oh,
time?
he was maybe 80,
Okay.
somewhere around there. Somewhere around there.
Well, there's no evidence out there, but basically, Wikipedia says some psychiatrists and reporters have speculated that it may have some impairments, such as what you're saying.
Dementia?
Yeah.
Trump.
Yes.
Yeah, there's some speculation. The way it's just odd, strange. Yeah, and you see the look in his eyes sometimes, like he's possessed or something. He looks,
Looks at that.
yeah, he looks
Wow.
like he's in another place.
No, he said Trump is possessed, and I thought of the very first day when I was in studio, and you said when he has the jacket on, who does he look like?
Barnabas Collins. It's true.
Yeah,
It's
he
true.
does.
And you
that
know-
guy was scary, even if it was a
Oh, you
movie.
remember that?
Of
You remember
course. Television had just started coming into St. Lucia, I think.
And I was watching Home Alone, one of the Home Alones.
Barnabas Collins couldn't even walk the streets of Canada for real because people thought he was exactly
Yes,
the
yeah.
actor.
This cloak that they wear, this cloak, and he was in Home
And how
Alone.
does he look into the movements?
You remember that? He was in Home Alone, and this he
He
passed
was
the
in
kid,
Home Alone, actually.
and you
Oh,
saw
yes,
him with
he
that
was,
cloak,
yeah.
the same
Yes,
black
same
thing that he
thing.
wears.
Yes.
So he's been like that for a long time.
He's been wearing his thing for a very, very long time, and he loves it too.
It's a character boy.
His name should be Trump Barnabas Collins. No, Trump
I'm not commenting on
Barnabas
that. Y'all are
no,
being wicked right
Donald Barnabas Collins Trump.
now. Y'all are being wicked. Y'all are being wicked. Y'all are being wicked. Andre, y'all are
Just
being
imagine,
wicked.
Andre, in the next few months, you decide, okay, let me go get my visa. And they're like, okay, Andre Paul, let me check online. Oh, he said this about Trump. Your visa denied.
You know, I thought about that. I thought about that.
And it's
Visa
on Facebook.
denied. And Trump comes out and says, you call me Barnabas Collins? Visa denied. Deny his visa.
Or worse. Here's the worst scenario. Here's the worst scenario, right?
Oh my goodness.
If the Americans come behind me to take me to the US
For
Andre
to
said
stand trial.
He
to
wouldn't
stand
make it.
trial for what?
Stand trial.
Crimes
Make it.
against the state.
Andre wouldn't make that. He wouldn't make it. I'm telling you.
Oh
He
my
wouldn't make it.
goodness. I got dizzy. Oh my gosh. No way.
Oh, Andre
No,
wouldn't make it.
that would be something.
Imagine that
wouldn't
was
it?
come and
You wouldn't make
come and
it,
just go and grab me here.
But
Yeah.
nah, that could never happen, Andre. No. The citizens would fight
No,
for
if
you.
there's a threat. We're
And to him,
fighting for Andre. No,
to him-
Andre, you eat on your own, right? Listen, after what happened with Venezuela, they ain't nowhere to put you, because you Trump says he's gonna come for you.
But you know,
You have no
If they-
bodyguard.
if they take me, right? If they take me,
Oh my
if they take me, I say it's a good thing because we may take refugees to St. Lucia, so I'll come
You'll
back
come
home.
back. You never
No,
know.
you won't be coming here.
They'll send you to
You might
another
go somewhere
island.
else.
Yeah.
El Salvador.
Or another country.
Yes. And then you could
That won't happen,
have your
Andrew.
own radio station there too.
That
and
won't
still be
happen.
talking about Donald Trump.
That won't happen.
Oh my gosh.
Andre is
I
still
got
safe,
weak.
right? You know, Andre is safe.
Well, you never know. You never
No,
know
you never
who's
know.
listening.
You never know who's listening.
listening.
That is true, You just never know who's listening. So, Andre, would you want to go to the United States next year?
Me, I ain't put
You have
nothing
a
there.
visa,
No,
You don't have
I don't have one.
Or maybe your sister decides to file for you or something, or maybe Nairobi. You're like, wait a minute. Okay, in 2025, what's his name? Andre Paul said, no, Donald Trump will be like, no, wait a minute, I'm still president of the United States.
That's what, Andre can wait another 3 years. Andre, you can wait another 3 years. So he has no say by then. Yeah. Right, Andre? You can wait another 3 years.
Well, unless he sends one of those executive orders,
I know, right?
persona non grata.
Period.
Oh my gosh.
How does he go again?
It's not sound right.
This was falling off a seat.
No, I'm not. I only fell off my seat once, remember?
Fell off a seat?
Yes,
I made a
a long
laugh.
time ago.
Oh, my.
She
I was
died.
laughing so hard that I fell off. It's almost that time.
Hey,
I was
look at it.
laughing so hard that time.
Let's do the people
And I
shout outs,
literally- Andre grabbed the phone on that end, right next to computer 3.
Oh,
Right.
by the way, while Keena is setting up, Janice, I hope you all set for
Yeah.
for this Wednesday because you're going to be the one doing the
I
shout
was
outs.
on yesterday.
Pardon?
I was on Friday.
Oh,
Keena
you-
had me on by myself on Friday.
Yeah,
she only
she
took
did that
over at
last
about 2:15.
No, I'm talking
No.
about the shout outs.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
shout out. She's ready.
Okay.
We
All
just
right.
had to do the
Okay.
Facebook one.
All right.
I don't know if
Okay.
I can send kisses like Keena.
Well, you do your own
Andre
version.
tries. Do your
You-
own
you do
I
your
might
own
probably
version.
say kiss, kiss, but to actually send the kiss, what, Keena? Mwah, mwah. Keena.
You just tried. Without the facial expression, though.
Right, see
It's like you
Andre
have to
doing
be
that.
happy about it. Like, mwah.
Listeners, I don't know. No promises there.
They'll accept you as you are. That's what
Thank
matters.
you.
That's the most important
Thank
thing.
you. Thank you.
Okay, Keena,
So,
you have
over
15
to the
minutes, huh?
Facebook
You have
platform
15
right
minutes.
now. Sharon Peter was the first to chime in, and she says, "Happy New Week to all. Happy New Week, Sharon." She says, "Tony."
Yes, Sharon. Yes, Sharon.
And she returned and says, "Good morning, Kay. Good morning, Lady J. Good morning, Andre."
By the way, the as with his voice, they have come to an end.
Oh, I'm gonna
So we're
miss
gonna
that.
make one.
Yeah.
Stick and we're gonna paste, cut
Yeah.
and paste, right, to put one in.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if it's hi Saint Lucia something.
But of course, before he died, he did a number of the public service, not public service.
Right.
He has the station IDs.
Oh.
So I want to make sure I get those
Oh,
recorded.
nice. I can't wait. I'm already
Yeah.
excited. Lucita Jopier is in the house, and she says,
Lucita.
"Good morning, Andre, Keena, and Lady J.
Good morning.
Motivation Monday to all."
Let's remember that she lost a few members of her
Yes.
family, right?
Lucita Jopier.
Yeah, Lucita. So we hope we're okay, that you're okay, that you're managing. Yeah, managing.
And kisses. Mwah, 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 mwah.
Indeed. Yes.
Full Food Baby Henry is in the house, and she says, "Good morning and happy Monday.
Full food baby.
It's
Morning.
a new week for new opportunities. Have a blessed day, REV-UP St. family, and all in the chat room."
You as well.
Josie and Alexander Latra is
The best
in the
neighbor in the
house.
world.
Ooh, yeah. She says, "Good morning, REV-UP family. It's a new week. Stay safe, everyone."
You as well.
Christine Challery is in the house. She says, "Blessed Monday morning to all of you." Lucita returned and she says, "Good morning, everyone on live and Radio Garden. Share a link. Andre, please leave Charlie Chocolate Charles alone as pensioner. Waking up, coming to work at 4:30 in the morning. The young people don't want to do that."
Yeah, when people like myself are out of the way, boy Charlie and all those, these early risers, it's true. It's
No
true.
way.
It's true.
There's still a few that get up early, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I remember Russell Lake and Dr. Beat would say that's like a lifestyle change,
Yeah.
to have to wake up at 3 o'clock, 3:30 in the morning. Boy, that's nothing easy. Yeah. Okay.
Barbara Zaria is in the house, and she says, "A lovely Monday to all of you. Have a great day. Bless, love." And she sends hearts, the emojis and kisses. Mwah, right back at you, Barbara Zaria.
Okay, Barbara.
Irene Chalmine says, "Blessed Monday to everyone."
Yeah, Irene, right?
Hey, Irene, how you doing?
Yes.
Yeah,
How's
thanks,
that foot doing?
thanks
Yeah.
for keeping in touch with us. We certainly
Yeah.
appreciate. We hope you're doing well. Did you speak with her, Lady J?
I did, and she said she was okay. She in the sense that she knows they can't do anything for her. She realized that.
Oh, okay.
It's the vein, it's the nerves.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
It's going to be very painful. Christine Showery returned and says, "Hi to Robert and Stacy in Corinth listening." So, hi, Robert. Hi,
And
Stacy.
Stacy.
Mwah. Catherine McPhee is in the house. and
Morning,
she
Catherine.
says,
Morning, Catherine.
"Good morning, Andre, Keena, and Lady J. Have a productive and happy week."
You as well, and your husband and your son. Yeah.
John McCurdy is in the building. He says, "Good morning to my favorite live REV-UP family."
Okay, John.
Thank you so much,
All the best to
John.
you.
Irene returned and says, "Not me with flying cockroaches and gecko mabuias."
Oh, yeah, the geckos.
An instant kill for me. Like Andre said, sleepers time.
Is it true that the geckos make this loud noise?
Yes, so I
Because
heard.
Tony was telling me that they're the ones who do that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I wasn't aware.
Yeah,
it was
in the
a
house.
bird or
Once you
something.
hear
Yeah.
that.
I thought it was something outside. I
That
didn't
little
think
thing
it-
making that kind of noise?
Sounds like a
Yeah.
bird, right? In the house.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
just
it
like a
sounds
bird.
like, yeah.
But you know,
but
there's
it's-
a Vincentian friend of mine,
But they eat the
a
mosquitoes.
female. She actually held the gecko. She took it off the wall and held it in her hand. I could not believe
Not
it.
me.
I said, "What?"
Not me.
That's the first time I've ever seen anybody do that.
No
If
way.
that
But
thing
kids do it, huh?
comes
The
on
kids
me,
pick
I
it
am
up.
gonna be screaming my head off. No way.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Yeah.
But you know they're
People
very
in the
shy,
bathroom
huh?
out.
These things are very
So I
shy.
heard,
They
but
just
still.
run away once they see you. Yeah, they don't come anywhere around you, boy. I guess they know how people feel about them already.
Just like cockroaches.
Yeah, persona non
Like-
grata.
Barbara Augustine says, "Good morning, my REV-UP family. There
Good morning.
was a frog in some of my clients." In
Toilet?
one of my clients' toilet. I saw it with my 2 eyes. I just put the toilet lid down and I call a neighbor. When he lifted the lid, no frog there. Trust me, I can never lift that toilet seat again
Wow.
without a broomstick because I'm still in the septic tank. All
So-
in the chat room. Have a great day. Missing my Tony Paul.
But let me ask you, how did the frogs get in there?
Further, Andre, of course it has to
Further-
lead
What?
down. You remember, it's leading just like the pipe in the bathroom. How it's the water getting out?
Yeah, but there's
so
a
it's the
whole
same
thing.
thing.
No.
The
No, but
soccer way, whatever they call
Comes
it.
Yeah.
through from the main, the dirt. It comes
From
through.
where?
Comes
From where? From the
dirt
septic tank?
It
Underground?
gets in. Yes.
Nah, man.
You
How
sure?
it gets in there? So somebody's actually throwing it from the top? No,
I don't
it's
know.
That's-
climbing
yeah, that-
through.
I
It's
don't
kind of-
know.
No, it can't climb. It's impossible for
I
a
don't
frog
know.
to
We
be
have
inside there.
We'll have to ask
Unless
a plumber about that.
nah, I don't know. We'll have to find out.
We'll
how it
have to
gets
ask a
there.
plumber about that.
That's-
Maybe
that's an
if
interesting
a
one.
plumber is listening,
Rivet,
they can
rivet.
answer that. Yeah, that's scary.
Teddy Z says, good morning, Andre and Keena, and welcome back to Radio Lady J. I'm sure your
who said
fans...
that?
Teddy Z.
Oh,
Hey,
hi,
Teddy
Teddy
Z.
Z. Yay.
Yes, our
He says,
partner.
I'm sure your fans and friends will follow you too.
Oh,
Reverend.
Thank you, Teddy.
Arnold Grant is in the building. Good morning, Arnold. He says, good morning, everyone. Angela Monrose Bennett says, great topic. Bravo. Patricia Benjamin
Thank you.
says, morning, River family. Welcome back to Radio Lady J.
Thank
Right,
you.
Lady J.
I'm not hearing the names of who said it. Who said this one?
Patricia Benjamin.
Okay. Patricia. Good morning.
Irene
Thank you.
Shalmine says, you just made me more paranoid. I always look in my toilet bowl first thing sitting. I'm always scared there may be something swimming in it.
Boy, we have such a wild, weird. Remember I told you the other day. I said to you, when I sit on the toilet, right? I actually say to myself, I wonder if I would just wake up in the boulevard like that.
Sorry, I wasn't ready. What? You teleporting or something? Andre, like, are you serious?
That's actually my mind. I said,
No. You know he said it. And I just pictured him in the boulevard with Andre Paul sitting. I'm like,
imagine
what?
that. Imagine that.
Serious.
No, I don't
There's
have that
this
side.
movie, I
No,
can't
I'm not
remember the
gonna
name
think
of
our
it. You in
imaginations-
Metaverse or something?
Our imaginations run wild.
Yeah,
It
yours
is
are
Andre,
wild.
make sure that when you're there next time, you get a book and you read. So by the time you show up in the
Somebody's
boulevard,
going
you know you have a
somebody's
book
gonna
reading
put
and you
Andre's
look up
photo
like,
just like
hey,
that.
it's me. I'm
Somebody's
back.
going to put you just like that on Facebook, Andre. Be careful.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody's
Yeah,
going to
yeah.
put you on the toilet right there.
All right, let's continue.
Angela, okay, I said this. Nancy Graceland is in the house, and you know Nancy always decides.
We have a
to take
Nancy
me on.
Grace, huh?
Yes, Nancy
Okay.
Graceland. She says, Keena,
Oh, Graceland.
I don't know which young people you're around, because those I know depend on the 70s
There we go.
and 80s parents to give them money, not my friends, okay? Last week, my neighbor had to tell her son if he feels comfortable every time taking money from his aging mom.
Yep, I tell you,
Yeah.
there's a lot of that
Everybody's
going on.
different, and all our friends are different. Irene returned and says, ice cream is my joy of life.
Yes,
I
sir.
love all
Who said that? Who said
flavors."
that?
Irene.
Irene. Okay. Well, yeah.
I love all flavors and lace it with whatever alcohol. Oh, really? Oh, really? With whatever alcohol of the moment. It's great with cereal. A meal for cereal?
I never heard that one
I
before.
wonder what you put in there. Cornflakes?
I haven't heard that. Maybe.
Maybe the crunchiness with the ice cream
Maybe.
and the milk and so on. The
Yeah.
sweetness and
yeah,
the crunch.
maybe cornflakes. Yeah, maybe.
You should
maybe.
try it sometime. Tell me.
Yeah,
Oats
maybe.
too.
Maybe for
Yeah,
true.
maybe oats.
The
So I
oats
wonder
is
what
not the
cereal
cornflakes.
she puts in there. Do tell us. She Chubb is in the house and she says, Andre, it's a done deal. Don't be fooled.
What's
Not
that?
quite sure what she's referring
I
to.
wonder.
Oh, maybe when we were talking about Trump.
Most likely.
Yes, yeah.
Wested Duet is in the house and he says, good morning to the host, Andre, my Kiki, Sulphur City Strong, and Lady J. Blessings in
morning.
abundance.
All right. Good
He
morning.
continued and says, good morning to all in the chat. And he says, watch Kiki face. I was laughing, maybe. Wested Wet says, Andre, 3/4 of the world don't want to hear truth, but prefer to
Hearing
hear
a
a
lie.
lie.
That's a good
That
point.
is true. I have to agree
It's
with
a
him.
good point.
He always makes some, just like everyone else does, makes some really, really
So
good
for
points
some
there.
people, those lies mean they like it.
Yeah.
They like it.
And some believe it too.
Yes, exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
thing.
You,
Jessica,
do you think the people who are uttering those lies believe it themselves? They believe what they're saying? They know they're lying, and do you think that they actually believe what they're saying?
Some
to
people.
be
yeah,
true.
some people
Yeah?
do. Some do. Yeah. Jessica Emanuel says, good vibes. Wested Wet says, it's his wife, that's why she is still there. Nancy Graceland, that's as relates
When we
to
spoke
Trump.
about her.
Yeah. Nancy
Man, yeah.
Graceland says, the man is a narcissist. He has no sympathy, no feelings, so he really don't care about wife, children, etc. Wested Wet says, there are two people behind the harsh politics of the United States now, Stephen Miller and Marco Rubio, two immigrants themselves.
That Miller guy ain't playing, you know. And he has a wife that's not playing even more.
Yeah.
It's true.
Nabby O'Brien Lovin says, LOL SMH. Alex Leonti is in the building and says, good morning, everyone. West Idwet returned and says, this is why I don't write nothing much about what's going on now, because you don't know who's watching or listening. That is true. I have to agree. Bernard Harrow says, listening in the USA, I will pass on the message to Trump. Wested Duet says, Andre, we need to chat soon. Philomen Ishi says, good morning, guys, listening from Canada. Erin Shalmine says, in all my pain, you have tears running down my face with laughter. Thank you for brightening my day. Thanks for caring.
That's the idea.
Mwah. Have an awesome day. Andre, Kiki, and Lady J. That's the last person to chime in, Erin. Thank you so much, Erin. And I know I can't rub your feet, or we can't rub your feet, but we're sending you virtual hugs, like I always say, and a kiss. Mwah. You want another one? Mwah. You want another? Mwah, 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 mwah. There you go, Erin. And she says, okay, oh yes, any cereal. My favorite is the almond or granola ones. That's what she says.
Okay, Erin, thanks for chiming in. Thank you. Okay, Lady J.
So before I get to this, Andre, you remember Sister Teresita?
Of course,
she
I do.
She moved back to Africa.
Yeah, up to this morning I was messaging her.
Okay, she sent her love. And Cynthia
Thank you,
Spencer
Sister
from
Teresita.
DBS.
And thank you, Cynthia, as well.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Asked to give you a hug, and Keena. Yes.
Thank you. Clarissa says, Trump is behaving like a narcissistic person.
And she would know. She would know. That's for sure. She would know. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And I was coming here this morning, and I know we spoke about Blue Lotus, the building
We did?
next. No, I mean in the past, because we advertise and so on. It's right next to us.
Yes.
Didn't know who run that place.
Oh, really?
So when I went back for my tea, because I forgot it in the car, she's out the door. So I thought she was a client, but she runs the place, Kimberly.
Yes.
I've known Kimberly for a while.
Yes.
Oh, so you didn't know it was Kimberly?
No,
Oh,
I didn't know
okay.
who ran the place. So I
Very nice lady.
Spoke
Very
to her for a
nice.
little bit. So Kimberly, hi, Kimberly Peter.
Very nice lady.
Really nice.
Very, very nice.
And Jean Elliott Glasgow is
Hey,
listening.
good
So
morning,
to her.
Jean. How are you doing there? Hope all is well.
Andre, you have people listening to you everywhere. So we have a listener, Albert, in the United States. He wants that video of snow. So good morning, Albert.
Yeah,
So
you'll get that
how-
video.
Knocking my
how will
phone.
you get it to him?
I'll send it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll send
I actually showed it to somebody yesterday.
it. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Now you got Snow being a celebrity.
Yes,
now.
exactly.
Hello? I think I'll maybe have her own show. I'm thinking about it.
Easy online, definitely on Facebook. Oh yes, or Instagram. So we've got a 268 number there. Let's see. All right, that's from Julian.
My
In
good
Antigua.
buddy in Antigua.
He
Yes.
says, good morning, REV-UP family. Andre, Keena, and Janice. Just enjoying
Thank
the
you.
show as usual.
Thank
and
you.
He's at work.
He's also known as Do Some Damage.
Okay
That's
then.
his alias. Do Some Damage.
Okay, this person says, Andre, I have always been terrified of dark, and I needed to understand why. My therapist told me it could be something as simple as my childhood. Someone popped a balloon and scared me. So some simple trauma causes
Yes,
that. Up to 52 years old now, and still have a fear.
Wow. I know when we were kids, of course, there was the stories about Laja Bless and those things, and Sukuya, who's climbing this, and who's... I think maybe that had something to do with it.
I never saw Laja Bliss
I
in
don't
my
know.
life, though.
And a
all
bolong.
those stories,
And a
imagine
bolong.
that and the bolong.
Bolong. Yes. So I think maybe all those stories probably contributed to some of that in our day.
Yes.
Yeah.
It
In our
sounds
day.
so real.
Or maybe horror movies, maybe.
Oh, I hate watching horror movies very late at night. I don't.
I used
like
to
it.
love watching horror movies till I was in my 20s. That movie, The
No.
Nun, was what did it for me.
Are you serious?
I think Barnabas Collins was in that movie.
And The Exorcist. That's
Yeah,
another
these
one.
things.
I was,
that one.
The Exorcist
Yeah.
was nothing for me. I'll watch that over and over. Now, no.
I'll watch it, but not late
Yeah.
at night. I don't want to watch them. I like watching things like anything with comedy or something like that late at night because I want to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to sleep.
Mm.
These horror movies just go back and forth in my head, and I
it's
just
true,
can't
it's
fall
And
true.
just
asleep.
with The Exorcist too, is how she moves. Just imagine you waking up
What's her
and you
name?
just
Her name was Linda Blake, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Linda
Blair.
Blake.
Linda Blair.
Blair,
Something
Blair,
like that.
Blair,
Oh my
Blair.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was the scariest thing. I've never watched that movie since I saw it. I was a young fella.
I
I've
haven't watched
never
it.
But
watched
she
that
said
movie.
her life has never been the same since that
So I
movie.
heard.
No,
Yeah.
it's never been the same since the movie. No.
Yeah, I guess people want to see her head spin. Make her head
they
spin
showed
up.
that. They
Make her
showed
head
how it
spin for us.
happened. Yeah,
I know,
that's
right?
How that happened. So, okay, this person says, "Good day, guys. Lovely discussion as always. Please play me my favorite song, Praise Him to the Max by Humble Official and Solange."
All right.
Okay.
Yes,
Love
yes,
as
yes.
always.
Thank you.
Yeah, Humble Official is our new friend these days.
Yes.
Yeah, he keeps in
has a
touch.
few new songs out, so
This person
hopefully
says-
we'll see if it would makes it to the chart.
All right.
Good morning to the trio and the REV-UP family. Welcome, Lady J. Thank you. Enjoy your vacation, Kiki. Have fun. Blessed
Thank
week
you.
to all.
Thank you so much.
Sunshine Charles.
One more day to go.
Hi,
Sunshine
sunshine.
Charles send this one. And Wendy says, bless, love to Kiki, Andre, and Lady J. Bless. Have a great, wonderful day. Bless, love. Never a dull
Blessed
moment.
love.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sylvester says,
That's
Can
our.
Tony
Thanks for
ask-
taking his call. That's him, Sylvester. What did he say?
can Tony ads be used on a next station?
Well, I guess
Yeah,
once
I guess if the station
the
approves
proprietor is willing to
and-
pay for
yeah.
it, but really and truly, it really doesn't make any sense doing that because I mean,
It should be done here, and unless it's an old ad and it's okay. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, the person is gone.
I know that when I lived in Asia, there was a guy who was on good-looking model who they used to do a commercial riding a motorbike. And I mean, I didn't know him, but when they are popular like this, you want to know who this person is. And about a year after being in the country, he died from the same, I guess, the motorbike. And they were still playing his ads for maybe about 3 months.
3
or
months.
So. And then I asked after that why, and I was told that because I taught over there, so I met some reporters who were going to the gym that I taught. So I asked the question, and the answer to it was, after a while, we will stop it because the person no longer exists.
yeah.
And I thought it was the ad and not the person, but it's all of.
Yes, yes. Yeah, you have. It's kind of like strange.
Yeah.
A person who's not alive
Why play?
telling you about
Yeah.
a sale.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
great deal.
Yeah, funny, huh? Good morning, guys. Blessed love to you all. Still done with the flu. I don't know if that person is talking about that. It's the headache that's killing people. Headache. Kiki, you're going on vacation soon. I'll miss you.
Thanks.
Guys in Lorena is always locked down. Guys in
Hi, Lorena.
Hello, Lorena.
Maybe I'm
Hope all is
Lorena.
well.
Okay. Yeah, Lorena. All right. This person says, Happy New Year. Good morning, REV-UP family. Elwin locked in. Happy
Good
New Year.
morning.
Yeah,
Happy
Elwin.
New Year,
Good morning to
Elwin.
you. Let's go back and see what we have. That's a 647 number, so we know for sure that is not in St. Lucia. Let's see what this person says. I think I lost it here.
In the meantime,
Yeah, Andre. pick
this
that up.
is Hard
Andre's good
Drive
at that.
live on REV-UP. Yeah. And we're
Okay.
talking about the flu and stuff. You go through, right? You all right now?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
Good morning to all. Happy New Year. Have a great day to all. Happy Hump Day from Marcy from Canada. Canada, good morning. It's okay.
Hey,
I
Marcy.
would like to say sleep in peace to Lisa. I miss her. Okay. So, I think I read something before. So this is for today. Good morning to Andre, Kiki, and Lady J. You guys look great. Thank you.
Thank you.
Marcy.
I am different. I never eat cereal. I eat salt fish or smoked herring and cucumbers. From
Oh.
Marcy in Canada.
Okay, Marcy.
Well, thanks for sharing with us, Marcy.
Yeah.
Good
Right.
morning. Mwah.
Yes, this person says, yes, I would like to hear Praise Him to the Max as well. It's a very good song. Good morning, guys.
It is. It is. It
It's-
is a really, really good
It
song.
certainly is.
Well, I don't know what happened this morning,
And
but we
it's
do
at-
have a lot
it's
of
at number
messages.
two.
It's on number two
It's
on the
number two
countdown.
on our REV-UP St. Lucia homegrown.
Yeah.
All right, we really kept our listeners because we have a lot of messages today. Can you believe a centipede beat meat? She put that twice, right? 3 places on my body.
Wow. Centipede.
Yeah.
She's probably petrified of centipedes now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've never been bitten by one, actually. Yeah.
You don't want
no.
to.
Good morning, Reverend
Oh,
family.
you been bitten by one?
Locked in. Really?
Yeah.
Elvin locked in,
Hi,
and
Elvin.
Happy New Year.
Speaking of Elvin, where's Eyes? Elvin the Eyes. I haven't.
Oh.
He hasn't chanted in a little while.
Yeah,
So
well.
wherever you are, Elvin, I just realized sending you thoughts and kisses.
Yes,
Mwah.
let's hope you're okay. All right?
Yeah.
Okay, your old friend Virginia.
Hi, Virginia.
Hi, Virginia. Yeah. Good morning to you all. Still on the bus, Andre. I don't know, and kisses.
Yes.
So
this
is
morning.
she on the bus? Or
Yes.
is, okay,
And she
that's
says
what
she's
she means.
listening. Yeah.
Okay.
Ivy takes her everywhere she goes. On the bus,
She
at
does.
the gym, she's outside,
Very
it's
nice.
snowing,
Yes,
shoveling
yes.
snow. She's listening. So, Virginia, we love you. Kisses. Mwah.
Nice.
Thank you very much for all the support. You know, she called me the
you so
other day just to allow me to vent.
Oh, really?
She called me just to allow me to vent.
Oh, I love her. I love
She's so
her.
cool.
Okay, so this
love
must be
her.
from America.
You met her, right?
too.
You met her?
Not yet.
Because she was here late last year. She was here. She came to the studio.
No, I
Yeah,
met
she
Gigi.
was- Yeah,
Gigi.
she was here.
And Joella.
Oh, yeah,
Joella Yard.
Joella.
Oh.
Yes,
So
carry on.
this is a 347 number, and this person says, Andre Paul, someone dead does not stop you from using their voice. Albert Einstein is still being used in America commercial.
Really? Albert Einstein? And which commercial? I'm curious.
Albert Einstein.
So that person will answer that. And they said, Kiki going
You
on
sure that's
vacation.
not AI? Could be AI.
Exactly.
Yeah,
There's a lot of
could
that.
be
But
AI.
I mean, we need to know for
Just
sure.
to make a point, they just probably have his
Going on
his
vacation.
Yeah,
image. His
I
image.
am.
Yeah, but to have him as to an ad, wow, it's a little strange.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there is back to St. Lucia with this. Good morning, Rebel family. Elwin locked in. Happy
It's a
New Year.
Pepsi
He
Cola commercial. I
responded
just
again.
checked. There are a
In
few. Yeah.
What about the Pepsi Cola commercial?
He's part of a Pepsi Cola commercial from 17 years ago. So I guess maybe that's that. I'm not seeing anything else.
Okay,
All
this
right.
should be the final one. I'm late. Good morning. One love from St. Lucia. I don't know who this person is. Yeah. But it's a number from St.
That's
Lucia. Yeah.
So Elvin J. Team Workers, actually he's no
Eyes?
longer on. Yeah, he sent the eyes. So Elvin, you're the one on WhatsApp that that Jan read earlier. So thank you for the eyes. You're
Yes.
looking. That's good. Kisses. Mwah. Happy Monday.
For those of us who are going through the cold and flu season, and you've caught something because there's a lot of bad stuff outside
Oh,
there.
yeah.
There's a syrup that La Clinique Decor stocks. It's called HP syrup. It is very
HP
good
syrup?
for the cough. Okay, it is very good. I think the ingredients are from India, all natural stuff and so on. And I tried it, and it worked very, very, very
How
well.
much is that?
It's about, I think, $20 for
Okay.
a bottle.
So
Yeah.
that's the cold for the
If you-
cold
for the
and
cough.
or the flu.
For the cough.
Oh,
The cough.
You have a cough, whether dry, whether wet, it is very, very, very good. I tried it. I'm not the only one. I gave some other people, and they tried it, and they like it as well. Okay, so it's very good.
I'm gonna get one and keep it home.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of doing something like dressing her up in a costume, and I'm thinking of
Oh no way! Don't change snow. Snow is too good.
I'm thinking of dressing her up in this costume and having her walk around the yard to see what happens.
Snow is too good. Don't just do
What
that.
do you think?
Once she shows us that picture, Andre, we are not going to speak to her again. No,
And
we're not going to speak
and
to her again
record
after
it.
you show us this
No,
picture
I'll
with
love
snow.
to see. I'm gonna dress her in costumes after. I'll love HP. Someone is asking about
HP syrup.
on WhatsApp.
You can go to La Clinique Decor. They plan to have it in all the supermarkets and all the pharmacies. That's coming soon, but I can tell you, that's available. Go try it. It's really, really good. Okay?
Okay, and
Oh,
someone
Virginia
else
said
chimed in
something
as
here.
well.
Yeah. It was in 2024, not last year. It feels like last year.
She's
Andre,
talking about her
but it
coming to
wasn't.
St. Lucia.
Oh, okay.
Who's
Yeah,
that?
Virginia chimed
When
in.
she was here in 2024.
Oh,
So she
okay.
said 2024, not last
Oh, that's
year,
it. But
2024.
2024? What?
Well, we just started
2024.
2026, Andre.
Time
so that
goes
could
by
happen.
pretty quickly,
Yes.
Andre.
But
For what?
I
You
remember
forgot
Virginia was
something.
here when Tony was alive, when we met outside and everything.
It's 2024, she's
He
saying.
was still
2024.
alive in 2024 and 2025, Andre.
Hour.
You telling her. She's telling you. She bought the ticket.
Well, anyway, well,
she sent a
maybe.
voice note, so
maybe.
hopefully you'll listen
Yeah.
after.
I
Andre.
was just saying, wait, is she,
Okay.
no, she didn't send that. Isn't that from, that's a mistake here.
Oh, you sent it to
Yeah,
her?
my hand touched.
Okay.
No, my hand touched it.
Okay, so what's coming up on the show today, ladies?
Jay's in the
Take
hot
it
seat,
out.
so you should find
Okay,
out. But
so-
the usual
Oh,
hit
well-
of the day, Rev of St. Lucia news, and so on.
Okay, all right, the usual stuff.
Rev
What
of
about,
St.
Oh,
Lucia,
what about the talk
homegrown.
insurance? Are they coming?
Oh,
Are they
yes.
starting
We
up
haven't.
today?
You'll have to let us
We're not
know.
sure?
Andre. There
oh
you go.
yeah, for true. Yeah, when they
I can
when they're
try
returning.
to- I will
Yeah.
send him a message.
Yeah.
I need to know about that one.
Now, I meant to ask her about that this morning, I actually wrote that down. I said, I need to ask you when they come making a return.
11:30 to 12:30 p.m. Rev of St. Lucia homegrown. Rev of the homegrown, rather. There's also hit of the day. We also have the Rev of St. Lucia news with Andre Paul at 1 p.m.
And the weather, yeah.
so much more. But Lady Jan will be in the hot seat. It's all her.
All her today. Okay,
And
Lady J.
tomorrow.
Have a great show.
And let me say, I'm not going to wait until tomorrow to say that because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. But I want to say thank you to Kiki for giving me that in-depth handover. I had a look at it over the weekend, because I need to plan my week, and it's a lot.
I knew you would say
It's a lot.
Yes.
Yes, but
It's a
hey,
lot, yeah.
it's always good to be prepared. So I
Yeah.
appreciate you, Andre. I appreciate you too, and thank you very much, Keena,
You're
for taking the
welcome, honey.
time to put all this together.
You're welcome.
Listeners, it's about 40 paper.
Is it?
I don't know. I didn't count.
Harddrive,
It just looked
sir.
so.
Come
It just
and
looked
see.
more than 20.
Andre just said
How
if
many
your
pages?
husband is lying, what would you do? Don't lie on me now.
How many pages? It's probably. I'm going to count each page. I'm going to count each page, but it's probably something like 20 to 30 pages there.
Yeah, you see?
Anyway,
Well,
it's important. It's important. It's important. Whatever that's in that information, it's important, and I appreciate it. So thank
You're
you. Kiki.
welcome, honey.
Thank you.
Okay.
You're
Yes.
welcome.
Yeah, I'll miss having you from Wednesday,
Will
to
you?
be honest with you. No, I mean, when we're doing the...
I'm just playing.
She knows you're gonna miss her. She knows that.
I like the vibe with both ladies,
Yeah.
Andre, you just like ladies.
Yeah, I do.
At least normally he answered lovely-handed.
I find your ladies fascinating. You're
Oh, really?
fascinating.
We're fascinating human beings.
Yes,
Till we
yes.
get under your skin.
Of course, as anything else. But I don't shoot.
You remain what? What do you mean?
I have self-control.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
In some instances, you
But
have
women,
self-control.
I find you all fascinating. I love being around ladies. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Can you imagine a party and you have no ladies in the party?
True.
Party dead.
Party done.
We call it, right, I call it mailbox.
No, but guys have a way of just, vibing on their own, though.
No, but you still need the opposite sex.
you
I mean,
need
we
the ladies
that.
inside
Yeah,
there.
we need
Andre needs the ladies inside there.
Yeah.
I couldn't survive. I
We need that.
couldn't
We need that.
survive. Okay, folks, we got to wrap it up. This has been Harddrive for today, Monday. Let's thank the folks at DBS.
Thank you so much, DBS, and your entire team over there. We love you. We appreciate you. And thank you so much for the simulcast. And we still have you in our thoughts and prayers. We know it's a very, very difficult time for you right now, especially
Any
with
updates
Lisa's
for us?
passing.
Any updates? On Lisa?
On
Any update?
Lisa, last I spoke with Linda, I think she had to visit Lisa's parents, her mom, sorry. But they're having a very, very difficult time over there.
I'm sure.
Yeah, so we're thinking about you. We're thinking about you. Kisses, mwah, mwah, mwah. And
Yeah.
someone decided to chime in on WhatsApp before we say our goodbyes. And the person says, greetings coming from Empress Boo Boo with love. Is Boo Boo? Hi, Boo Boo.
Okay. All right. So this has been Harddrive for today, Monday, the 12th of January. Thanks for listening. Thanks for viewing. Those of you on X and also on YouTube and on Facebook. The show brought to you with the compliments of Rambali's Funeral Parlor.
In moments of loss, finding comfort and support is essential. At Rambali's Funeral Parlor, we understand that every life is unique, and honoring that life is our mission. Our dedicated team is here to guide you through every step, offering personalized services that reflect the cherished memories of your loved one. From traditional funerals to modern celebrations of life, we provide a range of options tailored to your family's wishes. Whether it's a simple service or an elaborate tribute, we ensure every detail is handled with care. Let us help you create a meaningful farewell, honoring the legacy of your loved one. To learn more about our services, call 758-452-2021 Castries, 758-454-9239 Viewfort. Visit us at www.ramballiesfuneral.com. Ramballies Funeral Parlor, where memories are cherished and love is everlasting.
The alpha of radio is on 95.9.